Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Filming Footy's coverage of the Hills Football League game of the round. Jeff Pistola with you as the call of the Wild team journeys for the first time in 2022 to German Arms Oval in Hahndorf for the Hills Division 1 round 11 clash between the hosting Magpies and the Nairne Bremer United Rams, effectively top versus fifth, with the Rams facing a bit of a challenge to maintain a spot in the top five. And great to see all the regular Call of the Wild crew made it back after the journey to the outer reaches of Mount Pleasant last Sunday. Good afternoon to Benny Goldfinch.
Pistols, great to be here from Hahndorf, special day for the club, which we'll get to shortly. But very much looking forward to this big clash.
And of course the fantastic Filming Footy production crew, our producer Tomia and master cameraman James, who's on the roof above us. So thank you very much for their input this afternoon. And of course, big thanks to our worldwide Call of the Wild stream media sponsors, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Dartfish, Hatesville sponsors, and Police Credit Union at West End, Sports Power, Sharon, the Courier newspaper, Rossdale Homes and Closey Supermarkets, and importantly the Hahndorf Club game day sponsors for today. Hahndorf Hart Courts at Adelaide Hills, Rossdale Homes, Hagen Menzel Contractors, and also the scoreboard sponsor is, of course, Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers, all good people. And, of course, a big welcome once again to our listeners throughout the Hills region on Lofty 88.9 FM taking our call, so welcome to them. So, now, Benny, as we mentioned, a particularly important match today for the Nairne Rams. Actually, 3-match losing streak. Currently, no more difficult assignment in Hills Division 1 footy than taking on defending four-time Premier Hahndorf on its home deck. And
7 of the last 8.
Yeah, and the Rams, of course, were ultra competitive at their previous night meeting back in round 2, but a lot's changed since.
Yeah, well, I've got Jaden's stats.
Yes,
should I go bang early on the stats?
Yeah,
or should
absolutely.
We just, all right.
Warmed up for that.
Okay. Nairne has only ever won one quarter against Hahndorf, which was in round 2 this year, where they scored 30 points in the third quarter. That's since they came back to Division 1.
Yep.
Nairne's best quarter average against Hahndorf is the last quarter, where they averaged a score of 12. They also averaged a score of 17 in the last quarter at Hahndorf. Hahndorf's best quarter average against Nairne is the second quarter, where they average a score of 32.4. Their best quarter against Nairne at Hahndorf is 31 points. So throughout the game, I'll bring up a few tidbits from old Jaden J. Hill, who's, even though he's not here in presence, he's still here with his material.
The numero of stats, as we like to call him here in the Call.
He's here.
Pretty good conditions for those who are joining us. A little bit overcast, but there's patches of blue sky. The rain has threatened a little bit, but fortunately it's actually managed to hold off at this stage. So I wouldn't say over warm conditions, but certainly through the rain, and over in great condition here at Hahndorf, as you'd expect. So
I've got a couple more stats here, Pistols.
Yes.
Nairne hasn't beaten, as I said, Hahndorf since they joined Division 1 in 2019, back into it. Interestingly enough, 14 players from last year's premiership win for Hahndorf played last Saturday against the Raiders. So,
ominous.
there's still a fair group there. Average points for both sides this season. Hahndorf 93.6, Nairne 60.8. So, as I said, I'll continue to go through those. Cooper Nykamp has scored 11 goals in the last 3 matches and has scored 8 goals against Nairne. Darcy Hourigan is Nairne's leading goal scorer against Hahndorf with 9 goals.
Well, interesting you mention those two names because Nykamp, the leading goal kicker at the moment for Hahndorf, 26. Darcy, and well done to him, the leading goal kicker in the competition at the moment, only by a couple on 36, so as he makes his return to his old stomping ground, so I know he'll be pretty impressed to perform well. As you said, a special day this afternoon, Breast Cancer Awareness Day, so you might see in the reserves game on the screen at the moment, the Hahndorf players wearing the pink socks, as will the A grade, so great to see him get behind the course. Now, Hahndorf's such a successful club. And we always like to get an insight on how success comes about. So
during the week we had a bit of a chat to Matt Golding, just see if we could have a bit of a chat firstly to him and maybe get a camera in the change rooms, have a chat to some of the guys, and very accountable. So what's the word I'm looking for? Accounting? Accountable, that's the word. So Tommy and myself, Pistols, just before went into the Hahndorf change rooms, had a bit of a chat to some of the guys, didn't intrude on what they were doing, and very thankful to the coaching staff there.
All right, as you said, the hospitality at Hahndorf, fantastic, giving us access. So without further ado, a bit of exclusive here.
Let's see how we go.
Filming Footy. We'll go inside and see how a premiership side operates. So over to you, Benny and Tommy.
Hey, this is Jack Revington from the Nairne Football Club, and you're watching the best coverage of Hills Football League action.
All right, we're here from German Arms Oval in Hahndorf, joined by Matt Golding, Hahndorf coach. First off, Jacob Leake, 100 games, great milestone. Your personal thoughts on Jacob and his what he means for the club?
Yeah, look, it means a lot for the club. Had some injury, obviously, setbacks over the journey, but yeah, 100 games, multiple A-grade premiership player. So yeah, look, one of the first pick, highly trusted guy and does a good job. All parts of the ground, forward, mid or back. He's been back this year and will play there today. But yeah, just a great guy and a really strong contributor. So great for him to get 100 games.
Hey, last week, 5-8 to 2-3, I think it was, late in that second quarter. You had a yellow card as well. What happens off the field with you as the coach during that period to try and rectify what's going on?
Yeah, it's a good question. I haven't been disappointed with the group too many times over the years, but quarter time last week and early second was certainly one of those times. So we were just pouring all the non-coachable aspects of the game, I guess, all the energy and communication and intent. And then we sort of flicked the switch, like I said to you earlier in the week, and we came good, but we don't want to be giving any team a 3 or 4 goal break, and especially if it was 13 shots to half a dozen or whatever it was. So we need to start better today, no doubt about that.
The two Sams, their step up to the leadership department this year, captain and also in Interleague as well.
Yeah.
How have you found their step up into this group as now the on-field leaders, as well as off-field as well?
Yeah, that's right. I guess it's just the natural progression for them. So they've both been around the place for a number of years now, and they Quinella our best and fairest last year. So yeah, they've taken to it really well. Lead by example a lot. Maybe not quite as vocal as some of our previous leaders, but they're doing a great job. On and off the field, obviously Sam Hayden coaching the 18s, and yeah, Sam Williams doing a great job as captain. So they're both going well on and off the field, I reckon.
How have you found the season so far from your lads? Would you give it a grade so far? A, B, C or D? Do you do any of that sort of stuff?
Yeah, maybe not a grade. I guess the exam's still going, mate, I guess. We're sort of halfway through it, I guess. We'll get graded at the end of the year. Look, what are we, 9-1? So, yeah, look, pleased to a point. Obviously, the game we dropped still sort of sits with us not overly well, but that's the reality of what happened. So we need to deal with that, and I guess that sort of steels the group for performances from now on end. So, look, I think we're going okay. I think we've got a lot more scope to improve. I'm not sure we've put a complete game together yet. So I guess that's the trick. You don't really playing your best football in June and July. You want to do it sort of August and beyond. So the plan is to do that, but we've still got some work to do, no doubt.
We'll have a bit of a look around shortly in the change room. So what's happening at this time as we head towards the 2 o'clock mark, personally for you and the players?
Yeah, for me, not a lot. Maybe a couple of one-on-one. So we have our team meeting as the second quarter of the B grade starts. Try and keep it at 10 minutes only. A few key points, rotations, opposition, and then it's really the players' time. So our guys are pretty, casual and relaxed at this time. So after meeting to the start of warm-up, it's really casual. This might surprise you in there, you guys, so we'll wait and see. I'll get to a few one-on-ones in that time, and then from three-quarter time of the B grade, it's the leaders taking the warm-up, and that basically goes through most of the last quarter, back in for the last 5, final address, and we get going.
What are you expecting today from Nairne United? Obviously looking for their first Division 1 finals appearance. Have dropped a few that they probably didn't want to. Everything to play for them, especially the next few weeks.
Yeah, look, there is. They obviously started the season really strongly. They challenged us at Nairne. I think they had a couple of big scalps along the way. Uradla maybe from memory.
Mount Barker,
they'll be disappointed to obviously drop games to Onkers, and I think it might have been a Chunga before the long weekend. So no doubt they'll be keen to respond, I guess, from what happened last week. So we think they'll be really strong, and really sort of fierce, I guess, in the early stages. So we'll have to make sure we're ready for that.
Tremendous. All right, Matt, thanks very much, and we'll just have a little look around. Oh, it's Sam. Here we go. Do you want to come over? Thanks, Matt. Sam Williams. How we doing?
Good, mate. How you going?
Good. Hahndorf captain, how have you found it this year, stepping up?
Different. The keys kind of got transitioned from last year with Kyle being captain to Sam and I. Obviously more leaders now, get a bit more say, but I think we were both ready for it, which was good.
And Interleague a couple of weeks ago, we had a bit of a chat after that. Nice to get the Rob Clovier medal. Obviously, you said it's not just about the personal, but the team as well. But personally, that was great.
Yeah, really enjoyed it. Obviously playing with some guys that you don't play with normally, and just getting to know each other was also really good as well.
What are you expecting today from your lads? I was speaking to Matt just before, actually. 5-8 to 2-3 last week, late in that second quarter. Yellow card as well. What do you do on field to try and get the guys going and rectify the issue?
Yeah, sometimes when obviously things aren't going your way, it just takes one of the older boys to take a mark, kill a bit of time and let's reset from there. Obviously with a couple of older guys leaving over the off season, it's more onus on the older guys now to do that. So that's all we needed. And unfortunately, Braden got a yellow card, which was obviously he didn't intend to do that, but that's all it takes sometimes. We kicked into gear after that, which was good.
What are you expecting today from Nairne United? Everything to play for, especially the next few weeks for them, trying to get into the finals?
Yeah, I reckon a massive bounce back from them today. Obviously, they would have been disappointed going down to Onkers. They thought they would have been red hot, but we're going to expect really hot footy for the first half, and hopefully on our end we can snuff that out at home.
And Jacob Leak's 100th?
Yep.
What does he mean to the team?
Yep. So one of my best mates, Jacob, played with him all through junior football, and there's probably never been a man who's more deserving of 100 games for our club, and just super proud. He's had lots of injuries over the time, A-grade flags in 18, 15 and 16 as well. So he's there at the start and obviously hasn't cashed in last couple of years due to injuries, but hopefully 2022 will be another one for him.
Cool. And just finally get to Tommy to have a little look here at what are the guys doing here? Just a bit of a casual kick and catch?
Yeah, so we've got the guys who've got ADHD out here at the moment. Just can't sit down and get some instructions, but we'll be fine. They're ready to go. At least they're toey and nervous. That's always what we'd like to see.
Cool. We'll just head in the change room and have a little look around.
Absolutely, go for it.
All right. So come on in. Come on out. Head on in, Tommy. Sam. No. Just doing a shot. Yeah. What? Doing well yourself? Yeah. Look around here. We come in here? Oh, big D-Rob. All right. Yeah, good. You up for a quick chat? 2 minutes? He takes the rig. He's all right? Yeah, he's all right. How do you like to go about the preparation, Dan? We're heading towards 2 o'clock now.
Well, today I was actually pretty late because I was working on call last night, so was a bit late. But generally, sort of get here, watch the first quarter of the B grade, have a bit of chat with the boys, and pretty much come straight in here and get strapped up. So I like to get that out of the way pretty early. But and then we come in and listen to the great man Goldie talk about the game plan, and generally does his homework and talks about opposition players and. Yeah, can't give away too many trade secrets, Goldie.
and just finally, last week I noticed, you guys were trailing 5-8 to 2-3 late in that second quarter, and it appeared like you and Pearls kind of took it on yourself to settle it down, take some big marks, and what are you trying to do during those periods when you're under the sides under the pump?
Yeah, I mean that was a bit of an unusual game last week. I think me and Pearls probably suited to those pretty small ovals, so it was pretty easy for us to mop up a few kicks on the back play, but. Yeah, look, it just sort of hadn't rocked up to play. I think it was just a little bit too jovial in a warm-up and probably just started the game a little bit slow and went in at half-time and got told where we need to be and came out and played proper footy in the second half. So hopefully we don't see that again for the rest of the year.
Appreciate your insight. Thanks Dan.
Cheers.
Just we'll head on out. I might get Sam Hayden actually. I'll just see if he's up for a quick chat. This will be part of. Right, pre-game continued here from German Arms Oval, thanks to the Hahndorf Football Club. Sam Hayden here, Vice-Captain of Hahndorf. Sam, firstly I've spoken to Sam Williams and also Matt Golding about Jacob Leake's 100th. Personally, what does he mean to the club from your perspective?
Yeah, I think Jacob's probably one of those ones that's flown under the radar in terms of like how good of a clubman he is, and obviously the fact that he has played 100 games. I think definitely underrated out in the field, but also off the field as well. So yeah, it's good for him. I hope we get around him. There hasn't been heaps of talk of it. I think there's been a few distractions with the sort of breast cancer awareness and raising money for that. But yeah, hopefully we can look after him today, get the job done.
Good segue. Tell us a little bit about that today. Obviously, you've got the pink socks on and the importance of the day for the club for this.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's one of those ones that sort of happened pretty quick. There was no real lead up to it, and all of a sudden everyone's rallied around it. So I think it's really good. I think any time the club gets around initiatives like this, especially for breast cancer, it's really, really good and worthwhile. So yeah, I'm good. I don't mind the pink socks. Adds a bit of colour.
Have a little look here.
Yeah.
Sensational. All right, Sam. All the best. Thanks for joining us pre-game.
Thanks, Cheers, mate.
All the best.
Thank you.
Okay, back live and Benny Golfich, well done. Also,
thanks to Hahndorf.
Producer Tommy, and thank you very much to the Hahndorf Football Club for allowing us a little bit of access pre-match. It's great to see because usually a bit of tension and a few preparations been done, but to get that sort of insight and from a couple of the players, the two leaders, Sam Hayden, Sam Williams, Benny, and
D-Rob for a bit of a chat.
D-Rob. So how did you sense it in there?
Oh, very calm. Very, very calm.
You think they've done it a lot of times before?
Yeah, very calm. But guys in the zone too. I looked at the big pearls. I said, would you like a chat? And no, didn't want any part of that. That's fine. He's on the roller. And it was good fun.
Fantastic. As you probably see on the screen, Hahndorf already out in the field just warming up as Nairne Bremer United have made their way onto the venue. And as we said, trust you enjoy our coverage today and call it a while because thanking Filming Footy, Sports Interactive and Dartfish, and of course Hills Football League's sponsors. Police Credit Union of West End at Sharon, Sports Pair, Courier Newspaper, Rosdale Homes, Closey Supermarkets and Road Safety. And of course, importantly, the Hahndorf Match Day sponsors for today, the Round 11 Clash, and we thank Harcourt, Adelaide Homes, Rosdale Homes, Hagen Menzel's Contractors and Hogan Insurance Solutions, and of course the scoreboard sponsors throughout the season here at German Arms Oval, Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers, all wonderful people to deal with, and we thank them very much for their support of today's live stream, and also the Hahndorf Football Club over the season. So just bring you the reserves game and a good warm-up for the senior game for the Magpies, Ben.
Yep.
Hahndorf 17-9 defeated Nairne Bremer 4-12. So the Nairne Rams will be hoping for a bit of a closer contest here this afternoon, as might want to pan into the middle if we can. Toss of the coin, getting ready for that, but lovely to see a few of the netball girls involved here, as Jack Revington, you see at the bottom of the screen, will be making his way to the skipper of the Nairne Rams.
Yep.
And such a great occasion, said perhaps an illness that touches many families throughout Australia, if not every family. Of course, breast cancer awareness and a great innovation here today. So
Jacob Leake tossing the
coin.
coin.
As I said, 100th game today, so congratulations to him. What a servant he has been, copped his share of injuries, etc. Past premiership player, perhaps been in the wilderness back, but it's good to see him back here in the A-grade ranks.
Here we go. What are we doing?
It's a toss.
Revington's going towards Pine Avenue end, or the Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers scoreboard pistols. Is that right?
Okay, so to the left of screen.
Yep.
And the left of the dial for those joining us. Of course, welcome to those on 88.9 FM throughout the Adelaide Hills. So
good community radio, Adelaide Hills. Lofty 88.9. Get involved.
Can recommend it. So, as I said, going to the game, Hahndorf, of course, sitting on top of the ladder, just the one loss for the season. Then have hit a bit of a wall after being 5-2 early in the season. They've lost their last 3 games, so they're sitting in that 5th spot, but just clinging to it at the moment. Benny Blackwood sniffing around just percentage below them. Blackwood playing Mount Lofty this afternoon, so that's a big game. We'll try and provide that on our score service. Also, Chunga in the mix, so the Nairne Rams would be really keen. But Hahndorf, over 300 plus points they've scored and conceded 200 less than the Rams. So the stats, as you're just about to find some from their man Jaden J. Hill, overwhelmingly point in favour of Magpies' victory here this afternoon.
Well, I'll just go through some of the stuff here. Hahndorf's highest score of the year was in round 5, where they scored 160 points against Chunga at home. Hahndorf's best quarter average for the season is the last quarter with an average of 26.5, so round that up to 27. Then Hahndorf's best quarter for the year was in round 10, where they scored 59 points, 10 goals in the last quarter against the Raiders. Hahndorf has led at every change this season apart from round 4, where they trailed Loberthal at quarter time by 3 points, round 6, where they trailed Onkers at quarter time and half time, and round 10, where they trailed the Raiders at quarter time and half time, as we outlined last during pre-game with some of the guys, what happened there. They've trailed at half time twice this season. Hahndorf had led at three-quarter time in every match this season. Hahndorf have won 27 out of 40 quarters this season. Of course, their loss came against Blackwood Pistols when the Woods surged home.
You just see on camera the skipper, Jack Revington, just revving up the Rams here. This big sheet's betting to the far left there, lovely mullet. So they'll be keen. Of course, Coach Morgan Young making his first appearance at this ground as a coach at a club, I think 2001 Premiership player.
Well, what better day, Pistols, to make a statement from the Rams?
Well,
never beaten Hahndorf. Here we are at Pine Avenue. Opportunity to cement a final spot. You know, they've dropped a few that they probably didn't think they could.
It's all to play for, as you said, Goldie, and we must mention the umpires, Donald Andrew, wearing the cap this afternoon in these sort of sunny conditions, and Reece Williams, one of our favourites here, Reece the Wrecker Williams.
Yep.
Well, looks like he'll have the initial control at the centre bounce, so it looks like it will be big sheets betting.
Big sheets versus D-Rob.
Because a few big Knot out and also Waterman, so big sheets got a big responsibility on those big shoulders this afternoon as he'll be taking on big Daniel Roberts.
Sam Hayden opposed to Nick Yench. Of course, they played Interleague a few weeks ago with each other. Sam Williams is in there.
So just waiting for the score, man.
Baden Willis opposed to Parker Boss.
We're underway. Round 11 football from Pine Avenue. Daniel Roberts gets the first tap down straight. Hayden gets out to the skipper, and Williams goes forward. Coming out to meet with Salter, who's
dangerous.
Fold. Here's a chance here, lurking for the Pines. Is Cooper Hoff. But here's Revington, the skipper, relieving the pressure initially. Gets it out to Betting on the left foot. Goes out towards the wing area. Off hands there. Contest here's Purley. Six-time premiership player and multiple best and first for the Pies. Handball comes out here. They draw it back towards centre half forward. Good defensive work by Lockie May behind. Brought it to the ground. Toe poke towards the line there for the Magpies. I think that was through the agency of Xavier and Parker Bowers. So we'll have our first boundary contest of the afternoon, Goldie.
We certainly will. About 16 metres out from Hahndorf's goal. Kicking towards the tennis court end. Lovely conditions. First look at the Boundary Academy boys today. Of course, Chade Darcy and James O'Leary. Nice work there. D-Rob rubbers a kick about a metre. Nick Yench gets on the Willis. Good pressure, Parker Bowers. He gets it on to Hopgood. Back to D-Rob. Good pressure, but just a little bit over enthusiastic there, Nick Yench. And Daniel Roberts got a shot here from 50. Might stretch him, so goes to the captain. He goes to the vice-captain. Oh, a little bit of fumble. Nick Yench, good pressure. And the Rams look like they're on here. Pistols middle of the ground, and then Sam Williams with a good tackle.
Absolutely. But live ball comes back to Parker. Bowles in the helmet, hacks it forward. Oh, ricochets backwards, picked up here by Rogers. He's coughed up the ball. It's a chance for the Pies. I think might be through the agency.
Braden Hopgood.
Hopgood, number 5. And fantastic there. So 1 minute 45 on the board and through Braden Hopgood, the first goal for the
he was the player last week, Pistols, that got the yellow card late in that second quarter, and then the Hahndorf kicked 18 of the next, 22-odd goals for the match. So sparked him into action last week, but he sparked him into action with a nice goal.
Yep, fantastic. Good work there, good finish. So on Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers scoreboard, it's Hahndorf 1 straight. And of course the Nairne Rams yet to get on the board. We just played over 2 minutes here, round 11 football. Lovely sunshine bathing the German Arms Oval. Ball comes out. Here's Yench on that left foot. Here's a chance for the Rams to go forward for the first time for the match. Das Hurrigan territory, goes to ground under pressure. Good work out there, trying to thread his way was Mail. Picked up there by Big Binder. Ball bouncing around. Here's a chance for the Hahndorf defence. Grab there was Hopgood, the goal kicker. Could it been legged? No. So dangerous territory here, Benny Goldfinch. Just about 10-15 metres out from the goal.
Certainly is. Mad scrap. A lot of players around this action. And tackled to the ground is Joel Parker Bowles. And so still merging around here. Big Daniel Roberts in the ruck versus Binder. Binder played previously at Hahndorf to go on to Nairne. Sam Hayden looking for a bit of support. goes to Sam Williams, so the captain on the left boot. Kick outside the defensive 50. Grub, pick up. Here's Xavier Parker Balls, I think. Left footer, hoping for a bit of Cooper Hoff magic. Coming on the scene is Ben Salt on Swiderski. Good work from Swiderski. He got the ball away. May, in turn, gets it on the cross, and the Rams are away through the middle of the ground.
Yeah, cross left the eyes nicely. Finds Nick Jentz right in the cricket pit area, centre of the ground. The interleague rep puts it forward. There's the Darcy Hourigan. He's cut off there. Well, mark has been taken. Sorry, Arnie just didn't see him, the little fella. Just lobbing into the contest. Focus was on Big Darcy under that. So Sean Arnie with a chance here to get the first score on the board for the Rams as they work towards the left of screen. Pine Avenue end of German Arms Oval in Hahndorf. And I tell you what, that's a bit of a wobbler, but got the desired result, Goldie. So that would be a bit of a confidence booster for the Rams to get an immediate reply back. So it's one apiece here, 1 goal apiece on the Adelaide Hills Insurance Broker scoreboard.
Well, last week the Raiders had 5-8 to 2-3, and Raiders, if that was the other way around, could have been fancying themselves there. So it's important the Rams make the most of their opportunities in this first term against the Magpies, because they can click into gear.
And one of their key players this afternoon, Nick Jentz, as we said, the interleague rep a couple of weeks ago, certainly picking up creative touches already.
So back in the middle, Daniel Roberts versus Big Sheets. Interesting start to this one. 1 goal apiece. Rams countering Hahndorf's first goal. It's a free kick here to Big Sheets.
Loves that away, long sleeve whites, doesn't he?
Yep, he goes a short pass in the middle of the ground. So the Rams looking to move the ball forward here for Josh Freeman, right near the cricket pitch area. Kick towards the forward pocket area, well read there by the 100 gamer in Jacob Leake.
So Leake half back pocket area, nurses the ball up the wing area. Oh, good leap there, good mark taken by Hop, could have already been busy, feeds the ball off to the skipper and Williams. Puts the ball out in no man's land really, but gives the opportunity for a teammate to run onto it. Oh, ducked the chutney there, got away with it, was Daniel Zander. Finding the ball back out here.
Ingram,
one of our favourites, and the comb over man just brushes it up the line to Hoff.
Yep, Cooper Hoff kicked 6 goals last week. Kept Hahndorf ticking along in that first half when they were under the pump. So Hoff goes in board to Ingram, 60 metres out now. Good manning the mark there by Harry Hollow with the blonde locks this year. Kick inside 50. Up goes Nightcamp. Good second effort from the agile forward. Ooh. And he's almost snuck it in there for a goal, but it's just gone to the left. Minor score. Hahndorf over 1-1. Nairne Bremer United 1 goal, 6 minutes gone.
Leading goal kicker this year with 26. I think he bagged 7 in one game.
BJ Jentz helped him out with that one.
Well, he's got good advice there. So the ball comes back out there. Fumbled off, I think it was Archer Conley. Ball spills. Hahndorf lurking there. Here's Hayden. Grabs the ball. He's got support if he gets it back. Looking for Purley. Deflected there by Binder. Close to the boundary line, in fact, over the new change gate area, just down from the Hahndorf coaching box. And once again, we thank Coach Matt Golding for allowing access pre-match. Great stuff there by Benny Goldfinch and our producer Tomia.
Yep, boundary throw in. Big Sheets slaps it down. Comes to Braden Hopgood. Kicked the first goal for Hahndorf. High ball inside 50, 1-on-1 contest. Salt versus May. And Salt flicks out the back door, but the umpire says, I'll have it.
That'll be a good contest between two talented young footballers. Salt wearing number 13 today and May number 12.
7-minute mark. Rams on a goal.
Yeah, attempted kicking.
Advantage play. Nick Jentz started well on that trusty left boot. 1-on-2 contest at the back of the bus. That's the mark. Yes, it is. No free kick. Oh, a bit of a grubber there by Josh Dodd. Half forward line for the Rams. Highly competitive start. Almost a free kick, not played. Good tackle there by Hayden on Dodd, and holds the ball up half forward line for the Rams.
So already you can see the intent by Nairne, and overall by the fact of coming here and, as I said, taking on the Premier. Haven't lost a game here for Anzac Day a couple of years ago, I reckon, Goldie.
That's correct.
2018, if I'm right. So a long time ago, but having a crack in this opening quarter.
Oh no, it happened long time between drinks here.
That was at Mount Barker today. Yeah,
need J&J
right.
Hill to work that out.
Yeah, where is Jay? Is it Big Dance? Got the set, armchair style, but it came down. There's a chance here. Pressure relief there for the Magpies. Comes out to Mail. Mail gets in direction of the skipper in Williams.
Free kick.
Worked over the line. Big Dance saying, was it that high? Yes, says umpire Donald Andrew. So the resultant free kick to the first year skipper. And he's done a pretty good job too, Sammy Williams. Because into league best player, the couple of weeks ago against River Murray. Sets the ball up. Pack sets it themselves. Front of the pack, ball comes to ground. Trying to break his way through. Lockie Mays involved. Also, it looks like Daniel Zander. And looks like he's won himself a free
And that's Xavier Parker Bores, I think.
kick. Parker Bores forward. There's a chance for Revington, the skipper. He's got support there by Svadansky. Going to ground there. Tackle applied there by Sarah Katnitz for the Rams. So a ball up will result once again in the top left-hand corner. Matt Golding already intense in the opening minutes of this game.
Honed in, focused in. Wasn't happy with the
Drink runner
start.
nearly got a, you can see everyone wearing the pink today, which is a fantastic towards a good cause.
Matt Golding wasn't happy with the start last week. We've gone 9 minutes. Hahndorf 1-1. Nairne fighting in there early. 1 goal. Good smothering pressure across the half back line. Good pressure there. Hahndorf. And that's holding the ball. Braden Hopgood. Opportunity now from outside 50. He's got a leading target at Niekamp. Goes in that direction, or does he go further afield? He goes further afield. Niekamp with the attempted crumb. Nice work by Revington. Gets it on to Nick Jench. Skews off the side of the boot, and that'll favour the Hahndorf player in Joel Parker Bowles, who fists it towards the boundary with Nick Ingram running onto it. So don't think that'll be last touch. It'll be a boundary throw in out of side wing, and it'll be Hahndorf 1-1. Nambour United 1 goal, 10 minutes gone.
So good contest, as we said, in this opening 10 minutes of the game. So Roberts makes front position. I'm betting as the ball falls short from the Academy boys pitching. The umpire blows the whistle and get the young fella to come get a bit more purchase on it. So the big men gather again because Daniel Roberts against
let that
Tommy
one go. That's
betting
right.
that one go. Second time. Here's Jens lurking.
Might get another go
Gets
here.
a handball back towards skipper. Sorry, it's a Bastian, number 27, who in turn got it back to Jens, but in the meantime the Academy boy have another chance here to pitch the ball in. So the young tacker.
Come right in, son.
They do a good job, the young fellas. So
Boundary throw in. Up they go.
Sure.
Dig, D-Rob. And we'll go again. 11 minutes gone. Just come in right in. A little bit more. All right. Sheets versus Rob. Oh, come in again, son. That's all right. Let that one go. We're going to have another boundary throw in, I reckon, coming up here. All right, here we go. Clearing kick there for the Rams towards the wing area. And eventually it's gone out of bounds. So another boundary throw-in coming up, Pistols. Oh, yeah,
he's getting a workout, the young fella.
come right in.
Come right in as he goes behind the
Right in.
floodlight post. So
There we go.
betting, that's a better purchase. Well done, young man. Bouncing boys, chance for Parker Bowles in the helmet, the two in the front style. Sockers it forward. Gavad here, I think that's Lockie May in opposition to Salt.
Of course, we're live on Call of the Wild Facebook page, I think the Hills Football League page as well, and also Filming Footy YouTube, so get involved. Let us know where you're watching today. Lovely conditions here from Hahndorf.
Brilliant. So Roberts, the big leaper, get the ball down direction to Hayden. Can he grab it? Yes, he does. Looks for support, goes backwards. Intercepted here from the Rams by Wimpress. Former boys from Freeling, cut off here by Trent Mail. Rides the tackles, he gets a handball. Eventually ends up with Hayden. Hayden just nurses the ball around the corner to Daniel Roberts. So the big man, ball half forward flank. As the Magpies go towards the right of your screen in the open turn. Sets it up towards the top of the square. Off hands is Revington at the back of the pack. A little bit of a slight fumble. Good enough to go back at ground level. Also Svedetsky in there. Feeds out the back. Here's Lockie Cross close to the goal line. Oh, cleverly kept it in play. Here's Jens. He's under siege. And finally the ball over the boundary line. So that Nairne defence coming under a little bit of hot action there, Goldie.
Yeah. Just start lifting their game against a side higher on the ladder. Of course, they've beaten Radler and Mount Barker, who are all up amongst that top three contenders this year. Here's Zander, meantime. Daniel Variety looking for Niekamp. Usually works his magic in these situations, Pistols. Let's see what he does here. Does well.
Oh.
Lovely. Equally worked there by Revington.
Yeah,
Because
fantastic.
Niekamp was ready to pounce on that and have a snap for goal.
Ground level just didn't give up and dived and held the ball in the sea. So good work by the skipper.
So, dangerous position still for the Rams' defence. Nice work. Here's Duncan Rogers. Kicked the winning goal against Mount Barker a couple of weeks ago. And that'll be last touch, I reckon. Near the in between both interchange benches.
By the pedestrian crossing there, Goldie.
Yep, Jacob Leet with the ball. Yes, it is. In his 100th game.
So as we said, good effort. Coach Morgan Young in the background looking very dapper. So Leet brings it back in. Good set of hands, this guy Rogers, as we saw, but kick, bit of a mung. Lucky falls in the hands of Arnie, intercepted well, puts it forward. Chopped off there by...
Oh, Trent Mail's got a player on here in Joel Parker Bors. Off he goes, right footer, kicks it towards the half-forward line. Chopped out there, Liam Swiderski. Rams defence holding up nicely early.
Yeah, Nycat was the target, and they said Swiderski nicely chopped it out, got it across here to big Tommy Betting.
Well, they're playing like a top 5 side, no doubt about that early, the Rams.
Well, so puts it further afield. Pat Gavers on. Stallion Purley got his hands to it. Connolly getting involved. Close to the boundary line. Probably shielded there by the light pole. Finally the ball comes out here clearing the space. Here's Yedge. Can he get around that left? No, he's gang tackled. Come back to Connolly. Quick hands. Got it back here to Whoopchick. In turn gets it back here to Revington, is it? Sorry, Bastian. He's held up right on the edge of the forward 50 arc, but he's drawn a free kick, Goldie. So he quickly gets it out here to a loose player. Oh, nearly a slips. Catch it low level, but I think this might be in the sleeves. Freeman it is on this occasion.
Yep, Josh Freeman with the ball, half forward line. Casually
Josh Dodd and Josh Freeman with the sleeves. Similar numbers, so.
I think he's a goal recruit.
Yes, I think you're right, but off the light.
So he's going to kick bang on 50 here. Apparently he's been in great form. So he goes for goal from 50. Where's Das? And it's gone over the top of his head for a minor score. So scores are even, 15-minute mark, 1-1 apiece. Of course, today's game is also not just on the live stream, which is Call of the Wild and Hills Football League and Filming Footy on YouTube. We're also on Lofty 88.9 Adelaide Hills Radio with Altitude Pistols. As the kick-in comes from Sam Williams. He goes driving out towards the wing area, and that's almost a mark there by Nykamp. Sheets kicks the ball to half-forward. Drop there, Archer Connolly, I think. Flicks it on nicely. Wimpress centres the ball dangerously. Hahndorf's defence under pressure. Leak diving in. That's the Joel variety. And also Jacob around the ball. Umpire's called a free kick here. And it's going to go to Joel Leak.
Joel Leak in the sleeves, as you often see. So Joel Leak surveying what's on offer. Decides to come out to the half-back flank area. Target out there. And the Magus Nykamp drifting down from his key spearhead position. So Nykamp puts it further afield.
Okay, here we go.
Finds a teammate. String of handballs. Comes to Hayden. He'll get it over the top here nicely to Scholl.
Here we go.
Scholl gets it on here.
To
Xavier and Parker bowls. He has a quick shot on the left, the top of the square. May gets back. And great defensive work as he just fists it over the line for a minor score. Concedes. So on the Adelaide Hills Insurance broken scoreboard, it's Hahndorf hitting the lead 1-2, plays 1-1. 15, nearly 16 minutes gone here on the Call of the Wild.
Lockie Cross. Purling snaps the ball around the corner, and the Big Stallions kick that out of bounds in the full. So the Rams started pretty good. 1-1, Hahndorf 1-2, 17 minutes gone.
Water still in the drain, so we've had a bit of a wet week here, but the over in pretty good nick overall, Goldie.
Yes, no, very good nick, that's for sure. Revington, captain for Nairne, kick in the middle of the ground, finds Big Binder. Keen to move it on quickly to Lockie Cross. Usually uses it well, under pressure, bit of a dribbly kick. Freeman did that well, earns a free kick against Trent Mail right in the middle of the ground. So Freeman, keen to move the ball forward for the Rams once again. Half forward line, Ingram will come in here. Big pack forms. Nice work there, the Rams. And they've got an opportunity here, Pistols.
Yep, Bastian on his left foot, tries to hook it back and finds big Tommy Betting. So the big farmer from Eyre Peninsula. Had the pleasure of having on the huddle on 88.9 FM earlier in the year. The very humorous man, the big farmer. He's now doing his best work at Adelaide Hills Lawns and Gardens. So big man looks like he's going to have a deliberate shot here. He'll kick from just inside the 50 arc, I'd suggest. Under the scoreboard, you can see the background. So the big man lays back on it.
What's a goal?
What?
Have a look at that again.
I was going to question, will he get the distance? That's a fantastic kick by the big man. Big Sheets, Tom Betting.
Well, it's a good start here by the Rams. Let's have a look at that shot again. That's a fantastic kick from the big man. Comes from around that light tower on the left. Bang, gave it everything he's got right on his distance, 55 metres out. Yeah. Over the top of Joel Leak, who's a tall lad in the Hahndorf team, and that's a goal. So Nairne United 2-1. Hahndorf 1-2. 18-minute mark. So let's see what the Rams can do. Can they go again? Of course, as I said last week, Raiders got out to a nice early lead, 5-8 to 2-3 before Hahndorf kicked into gear. Rams up and about early. Here's Rupchik. Oh, coming off the wing was Hopgood. Good tackle. Earns a free kick. So
I was going to say, God, it looks like Jordan Scholl having a run in ruck. He was opposed there to a big binder from Nairne who's having a run in ruck for the Rams. So
Hopgood kicks the ball the half forward. Lockie May. Here's a chance for Niekamp. Good pressure by May. Got it to Dylan Hopgood. Looking for a player on the outside there, and Ben Salt, probably not the best option. And it'll be a last touch, will it, for Revington?
Well, other umpires come down to not his jurisdiction, but...
Was it free kick for Hahndorf?
Well, I don't know. Confusion reigns here. Free kick has been paid to Salt.
Okay.
Whether it's for something downfield. So Salt becomes the fortunate beneficiary right near the cliff face there here at Hahndorf Over, those who know it. So it'll be a difficult kick, but talented man, has kicked 13 goals, wearing number 13. Of course, Crow's top-up play on the Sandful, puts towards the top of the square. Has got the carry, packs there, fisted away over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw-in. So, yeah, interesting. Must have been something in the other half of the ground, the umpire coming down, because it was definitely going to be a Nairne last touch kick. But anyway, the Academy boy ready to pitch the ball back in.
Dangerous position here. Hahndorf. Oh, Ben Salt could grab it here and run in. No, the umpire's going to... I think it just needs to come in even more.
I think the players might have to be aware that the ball will be dropping short because of the young fella. That's the eye to a grasshopper.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah.
Turn around, you'll get the ball.
Let it go. Big binder. Goes to Duncan Rogers. That's the beauty of footy, you know.
Yep.
May kicks the ball out towards the wingers. A couple of Hahndorf players there running back. One of them is Xander. Gribble, sorry. He flicks it on to Williams. He in turn goes to Trent Mail. Can load up on the right. Kick inside 50. Under pressure, though. Nairne have done this well in the first quarter. Revington, ball spills out. Here's a chance for Salt. Once again, the ball spoils out. The Rams clear the ball out, but Braden Hopgood takes the mark for Hahndorf. First goal kicker of the match, Pistols, at the 2-minute mark. Since then, Rams have kicked 2 goals.
Yep, right in front of the home coaching box. Puts a high ball. Nairne defence getting back there, brings it down hard. Waiting is Hopgood.
Here we go.
Feeds it out to a teammate there.
Cameron
Zander.
A little bit of class.
Yes, so just cool pressure and good opportunist goal there to Zander at the 20-minute mark. So goal for goal here. So 2-2 Hahndorf lead Nairne 2-1 on the Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers scoreboard. So as I said, a good game of footy, and just in the clear there, Zander took it and just wheeled around and accurate snap. So Hahndorf replying to that last goal from there. So very good game of footy at the moment. Goal for goal terminology, I'd suggest, as we celebrate Pink Day here at the German Arms Oval. So hence the pink socks for the Magpies.
Yep, back in the middle. We'll get to our sponsors shortly of both teams. Sam Hayden around the action, along with Sean Arney. Meantime, ball comes out to Parker Boers. Kicks towards the half-forward line, and Liam Swiderski takes the mark. Right half back for the Rams. Kicks it up the wing. Oh, bang! Thanks for coming, Gribble. Hahndorf burging through there. Equally good work there by Freeman to stop Gribble moving the ball forward. Flicks it over the top. Coming through is Parker Boers. Get out of my way, he says. Does that a lot. Gribble kicks the ball forward. 1-on-1 contest. Niekamp versus Revington. And the Rams skipper Pistols takes a good mark and finds a team out here.
Yeah, just nicely worked him under the ball. Revington got the ball to Wimpress, in turn gets to Lockie May. Has a fumble, but right in the centre of the ground. Just size up the situation, delivers the ball in the path of Big Das. Will it sit for him? Leaks his opponent. Got support. There comes to Sterling on the look away. Russell Ebert style air ball was effective. So the Magpies get out of trouble, but lurking there's Rogers. Should have perhaps taken that mark, perhaps sport by the post.
Yeah.
The post. So the boundary line, so the Academy ball will come there. But yeah, great defensive work by Jack Revington. Just worked Niekamp under the ball. So both defences holding up well.
Gives himself a good wind-up this time. That's nice. Big Sheets over the top. Hayden coming through. Clever cut by the Sheets. Gets it to a running Wimpress, who has a flying shot at goal. Put that goal down assist to the Big Sheets. Let's have a look at that one again.
That is
clever toe poke by the big man.
That's fantastic. Improvisation there. You see the ruck duel. Comes down from Roberts. Big Sheets follows up for the ruck duel, tackles Hayden, and just cleverly toe pokes it.
Onto the striker.
Instinctively, and Wimpress does the rest. finishes off nicely. So, as we said, the Rams refusing to go away or be overawed on this occasion. Important game for them. So they've seized back the lead here, 3-1-2-2. Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers scoreboard.
Well, would have been interesting to see what happened at training during the week. Pistols at Ram Park after their loss to Onkers last week, and they've come out.
Because Onkers winning their first game of the year, Ben.
In very determined fashion, up against the juggernaut that is Hahndorf. Meantime, Daniel Roberts takes the mark, gets it on to Sam Williams, the captain. A little bit of poise, kick inside 50 to Nightcamp, over the top of him. Dylan Hopgood, usually good in these situations. Under pressure though, he gets it back, looking for some assistance. Nice work, Liam Swiderski. Mopping up in defence for the Rams, one of their better players early. Lockie Cross under pressure. Cool, calm and collected though, and finds a teammate there in Baden Willis.
Yeah, the Rams nicely thing their way out of some of their young defenders. Well done. So,
great kick here. It's
long
courageous.
Kick out by Willis,
Hasn't
but
come off, though.
here's Parker Byles coming across of the Troy variety in the usual helmet. Nurses the ball forward. Up the line and finds Cameron Zander, who drifted unmanned, rather disappointingly for the Rams. In turn, he puts it back out here to Nicky Ingram, who similarly has drifted up.
He's a chance here.
So Ingram will kick, it'd be about 45 metres as umpire Donald Andrew comes in and officiates. So you can probably see the edge of the arc in the right of the picture. So Ingram not without his chance here, as we know he's a proven goal kicker, one of the favourites here.
He's a real chance here. It will be right on his distance.
Yep. So the tall timber gathering in the goal square for the Rams for a defensive mode. So Nick Ingram right in front of the broadcast spot here for
25-minute mark.
Right on the edge of the arc. Sets it on its way. It's going to fall short. Big Darcy's even up there from the forward. Comes down here. Clever work. Gets that to Cross. They clear it, but back to Parker's bowl. Reflects off his chest. His chance for Wimpers. Was he held? No, by Hayden. Good one-on-one battle there. Followed up by Parker Boswell. Tried to bullets his way through. He's got about 3 Rams to beat. And in the end, umpire Donald Andrew will come in and ball up. So 25 minutes.
Sheik's just bursting on the scene here. Pistols to fist it straight to Ingram, though. He could kick it towards the goal square. I was going to say have a shot there, but it was a bit of a grub kick. Lockie May under pressure there by Nightcamp. He's getting a little bit frustrated, Nightcamp.
As I said, came in with 26 goals, had a couple of touches, but Lockie May wearing him like that.
And Revington down there, of course. So ball up, 20 metres out from goal for Hahndorf. Rams holding on here to a 5-point lead as we head towards quarter time.
Brilliant conditions here, Benny. You can see the shadows.
No
and the
excuses.
Sun. Magnificent here at Hahndorf, as you'd expect.
There we go. Rams lead at quarter time.
So end of the first quarter. So as Benny Goldfinch said on the Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers scoreboard, it's Nairne 3-1 leading Hahndorf 2-2. What's been entertaining, fluctuating.
Interestingly enough, as I said at the start of the match, J&J Hill's stats here. Hahndorf had only lost 1 quarter against the Rams since their return in 2019. That was the 3rd quarter, and now they've lost the 1st quarter here. So, of course, they were trailing last week too against the Raiders at quarter time. So, yeah.
Yep, so the challenge will be now for the Rams. They just have their nose ever so slightly in front, so it'll be interesting to see their handle in the second term, which we'll be back with shortly here on the Quarter World. Trust you're enjoying our coverage live from German Arms Oval in Hahndorf. As I said, back again shortly.
Hey, this is Jack Revington from the Nairne Football Club, and you're watching the best coverage of Hills Football League action.
Welcome back to German Arms O in Hahndorf. Call with the Wild coming to you through Filming Footy, Sports Interactive and Dartfish for the Round 11 Hills Football League Division 1 game between the hosting Hahndorf Magpies and Nairne Bremer. And a pretty good game on offer at quarter time as Nairne 3-1-17 lead Hahndorf 2-14 on the Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers scoreboard. And just want to make mention of the match day sponsors for the Hahndorf Football Club. Big thank you to Harcourt's Adelaide Hills Homes, Rossdale Homes, Haig and Menzel Contractors, and Hogan Insurance Solutions. All very good people, and we thank you very much for your support of not only our live stream today, but of course the Hahndorf Football Club throughout the season. So as I said, a good crowd in the house here for Breast Cancer Awareness Day, hence the pink socks being worn by the Hahndorf Football Club and the pink tunics by the drink runners, etc. In association with the Hahndorf Netball Club. So a good cause, collection tins around, a bit of merchandise being sold as well, so opportunity to support what is such a valuable cause. So the Hahndorf, Nairne Bremer huddle in view at the moment on this screen, and Coach Morgan Young, as we said, he played for Hahndorf back in the 2000s, of course Chunga as well prior to that, but Premiership player in 2001, so first appearance back here as a coach as he takes charge of the Nairne Bremer Rams, and they'd be pretty impressed by their start here. As we said, coming into the game they needed to be, because had 3 successive losses, so it's put their hold on the 5th spot. A little bit precarious, but they've certainly started off today with plenty of intent, and as we said pre-match, no bigger daunting task in Hills football than taking on Hahndorf, going for their 5th consecutive premiership on their home ground, and we just have to check out when they actually lost a game at home. They've lost 3 games, minor round games, 3 games since 2018, and one of them being a final, but on their home deck, they're near unbeatable, have been for a very long time. So that's a big task ahead of the Nairne Rams here this afternoon, but they've started off in pretty good fashion, as I said, leading by 3 points at the moment. So both teams just breaking from their huddles, addresses by the coaches. So we'll see what Nairne can do. They'll be working to the right of the screen here in the second term, up the hill towards the social club. And good crowd in the house. Probably not the biggest as I think, but still sizable, which is good to see community football being well supported. Conditions, the sun's just dropped out a little bit, but no sign of rain at the moment. Let's hope that continues for the rest of the afternoon. So umpire Reese Williams will be in charge of the centre. Holds the ball off, so we're away for the second term here in the quarter while. So Daniel Roberts against Big Betting. Betting grabbed there. Umpire says no play on. I slung to the ground. The tackle there was Hopgood. Looked like it might have been Willis. Still in the centre circle, so haven't made much ground early in this term. Ball comes down to Parker Boz. Ball flicked out. Big Daniel Roberts does his own roving work. Goes to ground. Caught around the head marginally, so he'll take the first kick of the second term for the Magpies. They'll go down towards the left-hand side goals. Ball ricochets out. There's a chance for Hoff. Tries a bit of a Danago. Got it to Skipper Williams. In turn gets it on here to Xander. Daniel variety. Mungs a kick forward. Here's a chance for Hopgood. But the Dillon variety, crowd screams for holding the ball decision, and that's the way the umpires saw it. So resultant free kick for the Rams here. So what's on offer? The Rams bring the ball out wide. And I think it's big shedding as he sheds betting, as he disappears behind the light tower. Williams on the mark. So Nairne switching the ball back across. Comes back here to the skipper in Revington. Just nurses it up the line here. Rather dangerous kick, but it paid off in the end as I think it's Lockie Cross taking the mark. Wastes no time, puts it further field. Juggling mark. In the end, Rogers was forced to stretch to control the ball because if he coughed it up, the Magpies were certainly in, but held the mark. That's all that counts. So high ball towards the wing area. Here's Hurrigan down from the forward area. Big flight. Taken in by Parker Boz. Puts the ball back inside 50. Once again off hands there. Involved with Rogers. Goes to ground. Because goal kicker after Siren early in the season for a memorable win against Mount Barker. Here he is starting out in defence here this afternoon against the Magpies. So Duncan Rogers with the ball. What's on offer? Not a lot. So you reckon he goes straight up the line, which he does. Once again, the pack sets themselves. Off-hand big Binders. Here's a chance for Conley. Archer, will it sit for him? Tries to tap to his advantage. Getting support there from a teammate. I think it might be Rupchik, is it? That's the only one playing this afternoon. Usually there's been 3 in the past, but only Elijah this afternoon. Just nurses it across here to Willis. Willis in turn gives it back here to Cross, I think it was. Hacks the ball forward, but too strong in defence. The Magpies taking the chop out mark there is Zach Gribble. Undecided, thought about going down the line across the goals, but now will kick straight down in front of the coach's box. I think it was Hoff was the target offline. Arnie with the ball was about to race off, but in the meantime, looks like a free kick has been paid, and it looks like it will go back to Cooper Hoff. So right in front of the coach's boxes, see Coach Matt Golding at the top of the picture. So Cooper Hoff sets it forward. Off hands with Betting. Here's Lockie May. Sweeping handball out here to a teammate. Willis, I think, once gets it back here to Betting. Gets around onto his left foot. Goes bang up the line. Back from whence it came, but getting back down, taking a mark is the veteran GOAT, Scott Purley.
Yep. 6-time premiership player. Of course. Also played at Sturt and underage football. Kicks the ball out towards Nairne's interchange bent. Big pack forms. Half forward line. Clever tap on there. I think Hoff involved. Sam Hayden's set upon by a couple of Rams players. We'll go around the ground shortly. Pistol's just checking those scores out. 4 minutes gone in the second term here from German Arms Oval in Hahndorf. Hahndorf 2-2. Nairne United 3-1. Good start from the Rams. They're only their second quarter victory against Hahndorf since their return to Div 1 football in 2019. Of course, Jaden J. Hill with the stat there. So, Nick Jench, meantime, for the Rams, kicks the ball to half forward. And a good mark, standing strong there is Joel Leake. So what will he do? Rams have been good at stopping the Magpies moving the ball forward. So Leake, from half back, kicks the ball a little bit of a grubbery kick. Has it got the intended target? Well, it got to Dylan Hopgood. He's under pressure though, Pistols. Here's a chance for Nick Jench. He goes back in turn. Driving kick towards the half forward line. And this will come off to Archer Connolly. Very creative forward, this young kid.
Yep, 11 goals for the season. He's just outside the 50-metre arc. Goes long. Contest there was Arnie presenting. Also got support there. But ball out over the line.
Well, the Rams know now
they're
in the
Patrick
contest.
Warnicky was the other number 42 offering support, but as you said, out over the boundary. Just going around the grounds here for Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers. Benny, quarter time Meadows 4-3 lead, Ironback 1-5 in a top 3 Clash and Country division. So we'll keep you posted throughout the afternoon. Ball fed out the back there by Rupchik. Here's a chance for Willers.
That's on target.
High kick around the corner, big dance in the goal
That's
square.
a goal.
It's out. That's a great finish, and that'll be good to have seen on the Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers replay.
Yes. Very nice goal there. We'll go for the sponsors after this shortly as well.
Good feed of the ball there if they're going to show it.
Yes, of course.
To Willis, there we go. Ball comes out there. Rupchik out to Willis. Didn't have much to work in, but knew where the goals were. And I said Das doing some good work to make sure it carried over the line. So opening blood in the second term to Nairne Rams. They're 4-1 to 2-2 on the Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers scoreboard.
Yeah, before we get back to the action, Hahndorf sponsors Harcourts Adelaide Hills, Rossdale Homes, Hagen Menzel Contractors, Hogan Insurance Solution, and of course the scoreboard is Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers. And at the moment that scoreboard is Hahndorf 2-2, Nairne United 4-1. Sponsors for the Rams Pistols, we'll get to that shortly as well. Alright, so back in the middle, throw up, Big D-Rob slaps the ball out. Just a bit of a limp up there by Freeman, hopefully he's alright. Hopgood. Nice work. Under pressure. Could have been stripped of it there. Here's a chance for Troy Parker. Ball just goes bang. Deep inside 50 for the Magpies. Here's an opportunity for the Rams to clear it. Under pressure though from Ben Salt. And a good tackle there by
Sarah Katnich.
Sarah Xavier Parker Bors. Holds the ball up inside attacking 50.
So Nairne will be keen to defend this. He wouldn't want to concede a goal after getting the early start here. Ball out. So over the line. So the academy boy will coming in a fair way, which is good to see. Young fella doing his best, and hard job for him as he pitches it in. So May doing the ruck work, got it down. This chance for Hopgood to look away home. Handball was clever, got it across to Zander, the
Nice
Daniel
goal.
variety. And that's very instinctive handball there by Dylan Hopgood, I think it was, and a good finish by Daniel Zander Goldie. He matches his brother, who kicked one in the first quarter, and now Daniel has one. But on the replay here, they said watch Hopgood here as he snares this. May does the ruck quick, get it. Here's Hopgood coming through, just instinctively puts it over, and Zander checks side on the run, virtually curls it back. Nice finish.
Yep. So Hahndorf hit back, 3-2 to 4-1. Might have to. So Rams opportunity to move forward with the counter attack. Jacob Leake coming at the ball full tilt. Sam Hayden. Clash of bodies there, half forward line. And eventually it's held up.
I tell you, it's tough in the trenches at the moment. It's Hopgood getting up with the Braden variety, just hobbling, you can see him the right side of the picture there.
Yep.
Just to keep an eye on him.
Daniel
Roberts, dicey down to Troy Parker's bowls, dispossessed. Fed out by Willis. Here's Yench on the left, always does something creative and puts it out here. And Archer Conley, a good strong mark.
Yep. 45 metres out from goal.
I said 11 for the year so far, Ben.
Yep. So Connolly, right on 50 here for the Rams. Opportunity to kick their fifth. He goes right to the line. Has it got the carry? Yes, it does. That's a goal. Rams are making the most of their opportunities. Raiders didn't last week, and it proved costly in that second half. But in this match, the Rams are 5-1, Hahndorf 3-2.
So a good game of footy here at German Arms Oval, as we just see Archer Conley, because came to the club from Manham. Been there a couple of seasons now. Had a bit of a trim since the last time we saw him, Goldie. Hasn't detracted from his kicking ability and just cleared the line. That's the important thing. So, what have we played? 8 minutes. We've had 3 goals. 2 of those to Nairne.
Yep.
So, as we said, they've stretched their lead on the Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers scoreboard. 5-1 plays 3-2. So, we know Hahndorf are always going to challenge, but the Rams certainly taking them to task at the moment. So, back in the centre, Roberts gets it down to Hayden. Big Betting's not letting him go. Finally, the ball spilled out here, but in the meantime, umpires ruled he held on it too long. So, free kick in the centre of the ground will go to the Rams. They bring the ball forward to Betting, the big ruckman, who's run on for the centre contest. Nurses the ball out wide here. I think he's looking for Hooligan on the lead, but the ball was too far over the line for Darcy to have an impact. So, Trent Mail, resultant free kick, puts the Pies back towards the wing. Betting's camped under the ball. Salt come out the top. Lockie May involved. There's a chance for Rogers. He's set upon by a couple of Magpies, namely Parker Bowles and D. Hopgood. Goes to ground. Centre circle action. We'll have another ball up. So 11-point lead to the Rams. 10 minutes ticked over second term.
Big D-Rob grabs the ball out of the ruck. Kicks it towards centre half forward. Good defensive ball there for the Rams. In the middle of the ground. Here's Sam Williams, the skipper for the Magpies. Squirts the ball out. Dylan Hopgood on the scene. Gets it ball back to Xavier Parker Bors with a little cute kick around the left. Tries to get it to Williams. He's under the pressure by a couple of Rams. Is that a sling tackle? No, not paid. So it's held up. Half forward line for Hahndorf.
Yeah, Nick Bastian just asking a question there.
3-2, 5-1. Rams.
Oh,
Nice little break. Here's a chance, but it's come off. Joel Parker Bors. Watch him run through the middle of the ground. Drive the ball inside, attacking 50. Opportunity here for Hahndorf, but once again, good mupping up from the Rams defence, and May with it in the back pocket.
yes, Wadetsky got it to May. May going to grab, but managed to kick away. Intercepted here by Xavier Parker Bos. Looks like the umpire. No, I thought he might be going to pay a free kick there. I think it was Katnich. Sarah Katnich asking for a free kick, but no, the Academy boy will pitch the ball back in. So the young man pitches it in. Taken by Hayden for the short throw in. In the meantime, the whistle has gone, and I think the young man might have to bring it back and pitch the ball in a bit further. So, good game of footy here. 11.5 minutes gone second term. Hahndorf 20, trailing the Rams 31. We're filming footy, bringing you all the action. With assistance from Sports Interactive and Dartfish. So, that's a better throw in. Bit of a contest comes out here. Fed out there, getting involved. Looks like it was Josh Freeman. Yench trying to break clear. Looks like Hoff was the tackler. We needed the umpire Donald Andrew will come and ball up. We're in the sun out today, Goldie. It's just been coming out in periods. So May tried to hack it over the top for the Rams. Stolen there by Hop. Good, I think it is. Looks like he's recovered. May dispossessed. Did he drop the ball? No, said the umpire. Trying to burst his way through his Nick Bastian. Taking the ground by a couple of pies. So pretty tough defence there is by the Rams. It's the Magpies trying to push forward and get back on even curl here. Goldie, 12.5 go on second term.
Yep, there's a chance. I think it's Freeman carries the ball outside of defensive 50 for the Rams, out towards the boundary line. Jacob Leake, handball over the top. Hop good. Tried to get it with a teammate. Set upon by a couple of Rams. Nice work by Jacob Leake. Goes to Hayden. He in turn goes to Grivell. Cut out there. Cross. Got it on to a Rams player here. Left boot towards the half forward line. Backing back Joel Leake. Open forward line there for the Rams. But Leake takes a nice mark. Half back line. Finds Sam Hayden. So the vice captain for the Magpies, he kicks from the half-back flank out towards this wing. Here's Xander with the ball, bouncing out towards the boundary line, taken here by Ingram. He in turn goes to Trent Mayle. Made to earn their kicks forward here, Hahndorf. Backing back there was Binder. It spills out though. Good second effort by the big ruckman, and that's a throw or a holding the ball decision against Joel Parker-Bowles. Nice work there by Binder.
Yeah, good call, Goldie. Should take up umpiring. So Binder gets across the edge on the left, caresses it out wide, finds Lockie Cross. Cross onto the right, chips it further afield. There's a chance for Rupchik. Can he gather it? Yes, he can. He's under pressure. Oh, good strong attack on the ball there. Could have been Josh Dodd in the sleeves.
Yep.
Umpire Reece Williams will come in and ball it up. So, edge of the cricket pitch. Ball comes down here. Once again, Freeman getting involved. Handball in there towards Arnie. Improvises with a soccer off the ground. Oh, well trapped by Big Sheets betting. Plenty to trap the ball, mind you. But over the top of him is the reliable Scott Purley. Just halts the forward thrust on this occasion.
Oh, someone's gone down behind the play. Joel Parker-Bowles free kick. Don't know if we can have a look at that in the replay, Tommy.
So that's just what you don't want when you've got the edge on the forward line. And we'll pick up what happens there.
Watch 23.
Okay. When the Rupchik boys in
bit of
five, there's only
retaliation.
one out there, so we guess that. So ball goes along. Socked forward by the Rams. Comes out here. Gathering the ball is Freeman. Feeds that to a teammate there. Handball comes back out. Here's a chance there for Hollow. Good tackle applied on May. Manages to get a handball away. Here's Arnie. He's held up in another good tackle by Scholl. Comes back here to Big Binder. He's dispossessed. Finding the ball out there towards Xander. Looks for support. Gets it back here to Parker-Bowles. Zabian puts it forward. Oh, nearly attempted mark there by Hoff in front of the scoreboard. Curls it back around right on the line as Revington, the goalkeeper, touches the ball and can see behind.
Off to the races. Here's the Rams. Keen to move the ball quickly. So Wimpress, I think it is, on the left boot. Kicks it out towards the wing area. Purling camping himself there on the wing. And then follows up with a strong tackle in between both interchange benches. Rams leading by 10 points as we head towards 15-minute mark in the second term here from German Arms Oval in Hahndorf. Big match for the Rams in particular, trying to remain in the top 5. Grivell got it out to Trent Mayle, squirts the ball out to Williams. Nairne have never beaten Hahndorf. Here's Williams, kicks the ball to the half-forward line. Watch out, Nykamp will fly. Will Zabian Parker-Bowles. And the left footer will have a shot at goal.
Quickly moves across. He spotted up a loose man out there.
Yep.
So put that into Leake, because the 100 game of it today, so it'd be good for him to kick a goal. Jacob Leake. So I don't know, Goldie, not a proven goal kicker, I'd suggest. Seen a lot of him in defence, but here's his opportunity.
Midfield as well.
So Leake sets on its way, but it's pulled to the
full.
right. In fact, it's going to miss everything. So maybe he did kick it like a defender. Out of bounds on the full. So, and as we mentioned, Hahndorf match day sponsors today. Harcourt's Adelaide Homes, Rossdale Homes, Hagen and Menzel Contractors, Hogan Insurance Solutions, and of course the scoreboard through Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers. Thank you very much for your support.
Revington with the kick in for the Rams, kicks it out towards the Rams interchange bench. Purling 1-on-2. Here's a chance for Jacob Leake. Snaps the ball around the corner to the forward half of the ground. Good defensive spoil there for the Rams. Coming in, flicking the ball out, and it's held up Is it? No. Umpire lets it go. Sheets is stripped of it. Rams right in this now. Crucial as we head towards half-time, Pistols. They don't let up a couple of goals like last week, the Raiders. And Hahndorf kicked 16 second half goals.
Young in the back group. It's Hopgood looks like he's recovered from that little bit of a knock on the leg of the Braden variety. As Goldie said, puts it back deeper close to goal. Good defensive work by Lockie May. Gets the big fist into the Sharon and puts it over the boundary line. So good game of footy here. Come at 18 minutes, and Hahndorf just held to the 1 goal and 2 to Nairne. So Nairne hanging a 10-point lead here at the moment on the Adelaide Hills Insurance Broker scoreboard. Ball comes out from the ruck duel. Going to ground there. It was Xander. Daniel was kicked the only goal of the turn so far for the Magpies.
Don't forget, coming up at half-time, Graham Casler, Hahndorf president, will join us for a bit of a chat.
So ruck duel. Salt got it down here. Socked forward there. Looks like a free kick that's been paid. Well, out of bounds on the full it was. So Remington, the skipper, last line defence, nurses up the line. I think this is Wimpress. In turn gets onto Lockie Cross. Cross, nice little kick up and found Hurrigan. Good chain of handballs. Finishes with Yentz. He'll go bang with the left foot.
Oh! Connolly
Archer! Big leaper there. Ball spills free. There's a chance here. Hahndorf mopping up. Ball comes back in towards Scholl. Gives it back to Gribble. He's got time to lift the eyes. Puts it in the wing area. But well read behind the pack. I think this might be Wimpress. Once again, right in front of the Nairne coaching stuff. The bench. Shading the eyes in the sun. So not a bad winter's day here in the Adelaide Hills.
Yep,
So
well, Wimpress kicks the ball forward. Half-forward line. Purling backing back. The brick wall. Rupchik wrapped up in the tackle. So 55 metres out now from the Rams' goal. They lead by 10 points, heading towards the 19-minute mark. Joel Parker balls, gets the ball from Sam Williams, squirts the ball out towards Nairne's interchange bench. Big pack forms. It'll be an offhands boundary throw-in, just in front of Coach Morgan and the team. So they'll be happy with the start.
Assistant coach Clint Foster in the background there, Goldie, just shading his eyes in the sun. The big peanut.
Yep, boundary throw-in just near the peanut. Sheets wins it down nicely. Kick forward, I think that's Wimpress. Purling one-on-one, usually dominates in those situations, earns a free kick, the big stallion, and he finds Xander, I think it is.
So right in front of the coach's box. See Coach Matt Golding just on the top of the picture there, pondering inside. Perhaps not playing their best, but that's not taking anything away from there. They've really come to play today, and so they should. Good work by Bastian, trying to bundle the ball through. Finally hacked forward by Parker Boz. Here's Lockie May heading in close to the boundary line. I think might go for last touch. No contested ball there as Cameron Xander takes it over by the pedestrian crossing, which is pretty busy this afternoon, Goldie. If you look at the background.
Yeah,
might have the little
Oz kicks at half time.
mini leaguers coming on into league. Yeah, sorry, the Oz kickers. So good crowd in the house here. That's big Daniel Roberts doing battle in the ruck against Betting. Roberts double hands it down. It'd be Nairne to come out with the ball. Arnie going to ground. Was it in the bark? Umpire says no. Yeah. So anyway, another ball up will result.
Yep. Got a little bit of half-time entertainment maybe coming on.
What besides K's?
So free kick here, is it for the Rams? Yes, it is. As I said, they'd only won one quarter against Hahndorf since coming back into Div 1 comp. Could be on track for 2 in this game already. Ball comes out to Trent Maher. Oh, just gets a handball away. On the scene there is Archer Connolly. Snaps the ball into a dangerous position. Backing back with courage is the big D, Rob.
Trademark.
Might have a look at that again if we can, Tommy.
That's
a great
fantastic mark.
Trademark.
Big man. He's done that a few times over the years, just putting that big frame courageously. As we see the Connolly grabbing it. High kick. And watch Daniel Roberts here. Just knew they were coming, but just stood there.
Oh, here we go, Pistols. Meantime, Nykamp kicks the ball forward. Sam Hayden takes the mark. So last week, notice on the replays, a similar sort of situation in the match against the Raiders, and Purling and Roberts just held the Magpies together during that interesting period.
Well, 12 premierships between them. I think they know what's required in big games. So Sammy Hayden here is called by Benny Goldfinch. We'll have a chance to put the Magpies second on the board for the second term, and perhaps they need it just to settle them a little bit. Leans back on the kick and has actually pulled it to the right a little bit. So 2-2 is the return for the Magpies. 1-2. Plays 2 goals for this term here on the Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers. So the Rams, 9-point lead here. Looks like the ball to come back into play.
Jack Revington kicks the
Revington.
ball into the back pocket.
Yep.
Just near the scoreboard there, as we see. German Arms Oval, Lockie May. 5-1 to 3-5. He goes back to Revington. 23-minute mark. So maybe a few minutes left in this second term. Kicks the ball outside the defensive 50. Ingram went up.
Yetch.
Nice work there.
Nick Yetch, ground level. Put the head over the ball.
Patrick Warnicky around the action as well.
Yep. So the Rams done all the hard work here, Goldie. They just wouldn't want to concede a goal here, but there's a chance it's big Daniel Roberts. Just muscles his way forward. Hopgood dispossessed there. Feverish work here from both teams, trying to get the upper hand. Oh, diving in heavily. Oh, Bastian going in hard there. No place for the faint-hearted at the moment, I'd suggest, Goldie. Good game of footy.
Yep. Just around from the scoreboard.
Of course, the Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers scoreboard.
Roberts won it down. Snap round the corners, smothered. Rogers is sniffing. Here's a chance. Nice work there by Lockie Cross. Ball flicked out by Nick Yench on the left boot towards the boundary line. Will it find touch? Yes, it will. Got the light tower right there. So, 8-point margin. Nambour United leading at the 24-minute mark. 3-5 to 5-1. Boundary throw in, half forward line for the Magpies. Someone's mouthguard just came out. Diving in on it there. Couple of Rams.
Arnie, great work by the little
work
man.
there.
Intercepted here. That's Dodd in the sleeves. Also involved there is Nick Ingram.
D-Rob looking for his mouthguard. There it is. I see it.
It's to your left, Daniel. So the man takes the knock, got it down, taken away by Bastian.
Right
He
there,
runs through a
Daniel.
brick wall of Hopgood. Here's Parker Bos in the helmet. His kick is smothered. Gee, tough pressure it is. Rogers sweeps the handball clear to Yench. He's clear now. Arches the back, puts it towards the forward line.
Watch
Intercepted
out.
the Ram.
Oh.
Getting back there is the cavalry. He's Cheryl, I think it is, gets across the Gribble. He'll get a quick kick away. Hayden, well trapped. Handballs it back here.
Yep, gets it on. Here's Xander, I think it is, Pistols. He goes with an inboard handball to Joel Parker Balls. Opens up this outer side wing. Finds Ingram. He's got a player in space. Daniel Roberts still looking for his mouth guard. It's right there, Big D. Rob has a shot at goal. And it's missed to the left.
That just shows you how make them pay, because they got within about 40 metres of goal, Ned, but just this Hahndorf defence, the way they split and then switched the play, and it just caught the Rams out, but they didn't concede much, only a minor score as the ball brought back in by Revington. High kick out there. Oh, good mark. Rogers, one grab, two grab, not paid. Gets the ball back into a teammate in Wimpress. Rogers under pressure. Handballs are no one in
Oh, look
particular.
away
Take by
handball.
Robert. Oh, look away handball.
You just feel Magpies have gone to another
There's
level
a chance
here.
for Xander. We know he's a goal kicker. Good work there by Svedetsky. Good pressure.
Similar time to last week, Pistols, where they started to click.
Absolutely. But man, just standing up here, although a few little unforced errors, but no major damage. 1 goal, 3 to 2 goals this quarter. Man with the 2 goals. So they're holding a lead here. 7 points.
Alrighty.
The siren is gone. So
Maybe a little bit of concern. Sheets betting just going off into the change rooms, Pistols. I don't know where he's maybe a bit winded over there, but we'll find out if he comes on in the second half as the little leaguers come on.
Okay, entertaining half of football, and don't go away, because during half time we'll be talking to the main man around here, because Graham Kayser, the president here on call to Old. So as we said, stay tuned, and we'll just take some sponsors announcements and be back shortly here at the German Arms Oval. You're on the call of the Wild. Back here in the corner, Wild German Arms Oval in Hahndorf. A pretty good game of footy at the moment. It's the Nairne Rams leading by 7 points, 5-1 to 3-5 for the Magpies. And speaking of the Magpies, been lucky enough to be joined by the main man, the man who does everything around here, Graham Kaiser. Graham, great to see you. First time we've seen you for this year. So
thank you, Pistols. Thanks very much for the invitation.
No,
Pleasure.
always great to have a bloke like you. Just the ratings just go up when they know.
Yeah,
you've got
apparently,
to
yeah.
Hey, now just tell us. Interesting, you're going for a fifth straight flag, but I wouldn't say a rebuilding year, but it's been a changing year because you lost a lot of experience in Jens, Cheney, Barnes, Petrenko, of course Dylan Madsen. It's probably a guy that people tend to forget about. Also a change of captaincy, so you've had a few guys step up. So it's been a bit of a changing in the guard, hasn't it?
It has, yes, and I think it's probably come about the right time. I mean, we were running along pretty smoothly, and I think, sometimes you've got to give these kids a go, and now it has given the opportunity for these lads to come on. Yeah, change of captaincy. Sammy Williams been elevated to captain, and Sam Hayden to vice captain. So well deserved by Sam Williams. I mean, he's been at the club for quite a long time now as a junior, and certainly deserves the captaincy. Yep.
Yeah, as you said, captain on the field, but also off the field. Fine young man, and also, as you said, a ready-made, deputy being the vice captain, and Sammy Hayden. So good leadership you have there.
Yeah, it's very good, and top lads too. They've really got the club at heart and get involved in everything the club's puts on, and they're terrific lads. Yeah, really good.
Just a quick look at today's team in particular. Got the two Roberts boys, Matt and Luke, are unavailable. Jake Westbrook, of course, he's your new recruit for this year.
Yes, he's down at Port Adelaide today. Got taken up by the reserves. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
few out of the league side, so AFL side. So some had to go up. So Jakey Westbrook. It's gone up one, Yep.
Yeah, so once again, as I said, you really haven't had a settled lineup. People saying, you're going for your fifth in a row, and it's just a stroll in the park. But as I said, your team could change weekly with COVID situations.
Exactly, yeah. We've been lucky. We haven't had, I think we might have had two cases, and both of those were in the break, so that didn't hurt us so much. But it's given a chance for young Jackie Kleeman to come up and make his debut today, so it's great.
Fantastic debut today.
Yeah, Jack's been put into the side.
I think he is.
Sorry?
Number 49, I think he is.
That's him, yep.
Yeah, Jack Kleeman.
Didn't have him down.
No, well, the efficient Hahndorf team manager didn't give us the final list. No, that's all right. We've seen him. So A-grade debut, so well done, because son of Ned Kleeman.
Yes, son of the Undertaker. So it's funny how things change. Ned being a Lobe man, of course, for years on years, and now
still amazes me. He's the only Loberthal player to win the male medal, and they've had some great footballers over the year, the Kings, the Zillas, etc. But
it's
Neddy
rather
Kleeman back
amazing.
in about 1985 or something.
Yeah, rather amazing. Now he's got his boys. Playing here with the Magpies.
Well,
so
that wouldn't have been...
No, that would have hurt, I think.
Hey, Graham, as I said, success with the club, and Benny Goldfitch and myself were just talking. Hahndorf do it so well, not only just on the field, but just your professional outlook off the field. At the moment, we've got the little Oz kickers running around, which is great to see them get a bit of a profile on match day. But also, we might mention here the pink...
pink
round that you're running. Just tell us a bit quickly about that.
That's
got some lovely cakes you brought in.
In the pink as well.
Pink cakes,
It's actually it's all come from the netball club. Really, they do a pink round every year, and I think it's their 10th year this year. And my daughter Tori said, why don't we get the footy club involved? And we were going to do it.
It's a balloon now. I thought it was your face a bit later tonight after Red's presentation, mate.
Very funny, Pistols. So Tori suggested that perhaps we do it with the footy club, and not taking it away from the netball because it's their baby, really. But and we jumped on board because
there's probably more scope also, Graham, from the race money at the footy, because not degrading netball, but more people to come to the footy.
Yeah, that's right. And they. She said, why don't we get involved? We were going to do it next week, but it was an away game, so we decided to do it
That's
here today. And Karen Judd, unbelievable. All the decorations that are around
You can just see on the
around
screen
the place.
here, the decorations and all the drink runners with the vests on and the socks, of course. So fantastic initiative to get behind such a wonderful cause. Hey, as I said, success is the club. It just doesn't happen because you as president. So obviously when you start each year and also with the coaching side of things and the football side, I think you just got to keep that step ahead of the opposition, don't you?
You do, yes. You've got to
premierships are hard to win. It might seem they're easy at the moment, but you've been a long time at Hahndorf, and there's periods when Hahndorf are way down the bottom.
That's right. Yeah, you do got to keep a step ahead, and I've got to really thank my committee or my board. I've got so many professional people on there. It makes my job easy, actually. I just stand there and delegate, and they do all the work.
Delegate, well, that's what a good president does.
But no, it's been. I've been very, very lucky, Pistols, and the coach. You know, we got two very good senior coaches and a lot of good coaches in our junior ranks now as well. So it's all going pretty well at the moment.
And also, look, Graham, you've got over the last couple of years, and probably something you couldn't envisage when you used to terrorise the goal front here for Hahndorf years ago. Women's football, because Hahndorf doing pretty well. I think your under-17 girls are undefeated or only lost one game.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no, that's been a real initiative, Pistols. It's how can I put this? I don't want to downgrade them, but it's pretty hard work keeping them up and going.
And the black and white dogs. Here, is that Jasper?
That's Jasper.
He always comes around grand final day, of course.
I would suggest, but we're slowly improving. Our women's open women's side is slowly improving.
It's an unknown thing, Graham.
It is, that's right.
To be serious.
And we've never done it before. So
I think every club that that's got into the women's side of the game find that. You don't know how to approach it. There's different needs for a different gender. And,
exactly.
So how's it going to go when Hahndorf put out the transgender side or the non-binary?
I don't think I'd get a game. No, I'm not sure what's going to happen there, mate. Don't get me into that one.
Who knows? That could happen down the track,
I'll have to ask my daughter, Tori, the teacher, to see how that will work.
I can speak from experience because my partner's a teacher, and you'd be amazed at some of the, like teaching the girls' school, but some of the things that...
That's right,
but that's another subject for another day. Hey, now, tell us, how is the team defence and strategy coach going to play out tomorrow, mate? Because we're talking about your great son.
You missed him by about 5 hours. He was here this morning. He come over yesterday and stayed with us last night. And
how's it all going up there? Because Tate Kaiser at the Gold Coast Suns we're talking about, Graham's son.
Yeah, he's loving it, Pistols.
Fantastic.
Gets a little frustrated at times with the losses when they think they should have wins, but they're on a bit of a roll at the moment, and he's working pretty hard. It's in that game though. You never know where you sit, really. Like he's out of contract at the moment, awaiting a new contract hopefully, and I think that'll depend on whether Dewey gets re-elected or reappointed. If he's reappointed, I think he'll be probably home and hose, but you don't know. You bring in a new coach and he wants new personnel, and it goes away.
As you know, we're talking about community football, Graham, and the difficulties and the pressure on just doing that. As you said, at the elite level, it really is a cutthroat business. And Tate's going to be pretty pleased with what he's achieved.
Yes, he is. He's gone a long way. I mean,
he's a guy running around here as a colt, kicking the footy at Hahndorf, and of course Sturt, then North, and then coming back to play finish his senior career here.
Yeah, he's done. He's done very well, but mind you, he's worked pretty hard at it too. I must admit, he's very dedicated at his job, and he loves it, and he loves being up the Gold Coast, and the kids love it, and so it's a good environment.
So he stayed with you last night here in Hahndorf?
Yeah, he stayed here last night. Yep.
So how did he find that? Had his
cold.
old bed for him? Did you?
Very cold. He come down in shorts. I said, "You got to be kidding me,
mate." Is the window of his room still unlatched so he can sneak in the middle of the night without you knowing?
No, that was shut last night. No, he's pretty dedicated to the cause. His mum had to take him back down today to. They were training at 3 o'clock this afternoon. So.
Now, speaking of your lovely better half, the lovely Julianne, now am I led to believe that she's actually got a seat of power here in the Hills Football League, part of the tribunal? Is that right? Is that right?
I never thought a case would be on the tribunal. But,
usually the other side of the counter,
That's right. No, not really. No, Helen Williams was doing it previously, and
Okay.
of course Helen
Yes.
stepped off, and
Wow.
then so they asked Julianne. It was basically for the women's comp to stand as a woman on the
On the
tribunal.
women's judiciary.
Yeah,
Righto,
yeah. So, but she's done a couple of cases, and yeah,
What, male cases?
yeah, done 2 male cases. Yeah, and
Really?
and
How's she
it
find that?
Quite enjoys it. She said it's very interesting.
Does she hand out the discipline to the players like she does to you at home?
Well, I don't think she's had to make the actual decision at this stage, but she.
Yeah, they're probably
she,
all mandatory suspensions. Or
Yeah, well,
whatever,
I've had a couple of those. As a matter of fact, might have been one on Thursday night after the club, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
That's just fantastic. Just as you were talking about before, Graham, just another aspect of women getting involved in
Yeah,
footy, which
yeah, exactly.
back
yeah.
in the
Well,
days you wouldn't have thought possible.
As a matter of fact, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 women, I think, on our board now. So you know, it's certainly starting to you know, get other views, and it's good. You know, like different views. So
No, fantastic. Now, before we let you go, because the sides have just come back on the ground, a real keen struggle here, and Nairne virtually having
they've come to play, haven't they, Nairne?
Yeah.
Us boys are very fumbly at the moment. And we're notorious slow starters. You know, like last week at Bridgie, I think. Bridgie had 3 goals, 7 before we scored. I mean, if they'd kicked straight, that could have been 8 or 9 goals, but we run over them in the end.
As Benny Goldfinch said, you just have the ability to flick the switch some of your experienced players. Obviously, Daniel Roberts, the Stallion, the Purling, these sort of guys. You know, 12 flags between them, and there's a few others there have won 3 or 4, so you know what's required, don't
That's right. And if I may just quickly, Pistols,
Yes,
before I go,
certainly.
pay tribute to Melissa Stapleton, who's tossed the coin today as a breast cancer survivor. So,
brilliant.
Yeah, it was a lovely story, actually, that Mel
sure.
could come out and partake in the day. So it was very good.
Well, as we said, it's a great cause, the breast cancer awareness. So merchandise being sold. So
that one's a bit out of date, but we got
the cause never goes out of date.
No, that's right. We're going for pink today and try and raise some funds. Yeah.
All right, mate. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks,
and I tell you what, we
Pistols.
might even get your son on for a chat on the huddle sometime and see how.
Yeah,
things going up the Gold Coast.
I'm sure he'd be interested.
He
to
said
have a
he
chat.
loves it up there, except when his old man comes and freeloads for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, cost me more than it cost him, I can tell you.
Good on you, Graham. Thanks for joining us. All the best for the rest of the year.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, Pistols.
All right, Graham Kayser joining us there, the fabulous president, always accommodating us here when we come to Hahndorf Football Club. So, got a good game on the agenda here. At half time, it's Nairne leading 5-1 to 3-5 against the Magpies. Of course, they're going for their 5th consecutive premiership this year. It's so all just about in readiness for the start. It'll be interesting to see how, no doubt, Coach Matt Golding has given a little bit of a rocket there during the break as Benny Goldfinch has rejoined us, and he'll be here to recommence play. So we're waiting to see what the Magpies can do here.
Yep, well, they trailed last game against the Raiders, and then Hahndorf went on a scoring spree in that second half, kicked 16 goals. So the Rams will be well aware that Hahndorf have that capability to just go bang, as Pistol outlined the K's. But the Rams right in this, 5-1, Hahndorf 3-6. Never beaten Hahndorf, only won 1 quarter since 2019, since they came back into Division 1 against the Magpies, and they've already won the first 2 quarters. So it's a good start. A few comments coming in about the Rams' start to the match. So just a reminder, we're on Filming Footy YouTube. We're also on Call of the Wild Facebook page. I think the Hills Football League Facebook page, and Nairne also, and Hahndorf Facebook pages. Also on relay to Lofty 88.9 radio with Altitude. Of course, Adelaide Hills Community Radio. Get involved there if you're keen to get involved in community radio on the Adelaide Hills. Meantime, Grivell with the ball here inside the opening minute. 3-6 Hahndorf. Rams 5-1. Sam Williams, the captain. Long kick inside 50, opens an opportunity here for Nykamp. Dylan Hopgood coming on the scene as well. Revington, here's Nykamp. Usually uses it well in these situations. Finds Hopgood, and he's missed, Pistols. And that's 3-7 now, Hahndorf. In fact, it's out of bounds on the full, so it's not even a score. 5-1, the Rams.
Just the pressure applied there by the Rams. They're certainly not conceding the inches, and when Hahndorf can't get that free-flowing play that they're so used to. So they'll be Lockie Cross to take the resultant free kick in the little bit of a muddy area, but as we said, generally the ground in pretty good nick here. So Lockie Cross brings it back into play up here, but always picked out Parker Bowes, a bit of a juggling act, but in the end grabs the ball. So Troy Parker Bowes. So nurses up the line to the lead. May takes the ball, gets it back to Cross. Lockie Cross goes bang up towards the wing area. Here's Purley. Good defensive work against Binder. Big clash there as he ran into Parker Bowes. They didn't.
Can we have a look at that again?
It didn't shirk the issue there, the two big bodies.
No, let it go. It's
Here's
right.
Roberts gets it back out here to the debutant in Kleeman. Kleeman nurses it forward. May, good use of the body, just got rid of Salt. So Lockie May standing up pretty well in defence here as a few of his teammates. So good game of footy here on the core of the Wild. 7-point margin to the Rams.
Yep, Rams defence holding up well in the early stages of the third term. Perlin camps himself with D. Roberts. Jacob Leake gets it out. Kleeman involved. So's Ingram. Here's a chance for the Magpies. Working the half forward line is Xavier Parker-Bowes. Good use of the body there for the Rams by Joshua Sarakatnich. Meantime, it's gone forward. And Ben Salt's taken a mark and says, I'm going to have a shot. Mouth guard's going into the skins, and he's going to go have a shot here from outside, well, just inside the 50-yard.
Hopefully Daniel Roberts has found his goal here. Mouth guards, but so Ben Salt, as we said, Crow's top-up player, has a kick to goal today. 13 for the season.
Just looking at that collision there with Troy Parker-Bowes.
Yeah, big binder. But, both eyes for the ball. Good tough footing. So Salt needs to ignite something for the Pies.
Okay, there we go.
This could be it. Their first goal since, virtually a quarter ago. 7 minutes into the second term. We're now nearly 4. So Salt raising the first goal for the Magpies. Mind you, they've had their chances, Goldie, but a mixture of wayward finishing and also pressure from the Rams has kept them goalless until now. So just the replay there. Salt.
Back in the middle.
Just a half-time score. Meadows 6-6, Ironbank 5-7. So 5-point ball game, half-time country division.
Back in the middle, Sheets betting versus Big Daniel Roberts. Troy Parker-Bowes is in there as well, head-to-head with Willis. Okay, here we go. Sam Williams igniting his side. Captain for Magpies, kick inside 50, finds the vice-captain. Thanks for coming. Lovely silver service from the skipper to the other leader.
Well, perfect tap down by Big D, Rob. As you said, just how many times we've seen that over the years, the last 5 years.
Bit of champagne footy there from the midfield.
So Sammy Hayden.
Das Hurricane hasn't had a look at it in the first half.
No, in fact, it was drifting down the ground trying to get into the game. So still time for Das.
There we go, that's a goal. Thanks for coming.
Tell you what,
right in front of the old camera work there. They loved it as soon as it struck the boot.
So that's 2 goals with about 90 seconds here, Benny. So that just perhaps a little bit of alarm bells. The fact that how well they can just strike like a cobra.
Yeah.
They can lie dormant as they have. They went in trail by 3 points at quarter time, 7 points at half time, but now have seized the lead 5-6 to 5-1. So 5-point lead on the Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers scoreboard for the Magpies.
I have a feeling last week they kicked 9 goals in the third term.
So here we go again. Daniel Roberts gets it down again to Williams. This time Nairne aware of it, and a good tackle applied there by Willis. I think it is held up that attempted clearance, but lurking dangerously in the midfield, the Pies.
Yep, Archer Connolly meantime. If they can answer here, the Rams, that'll be good for their confidence. But meantime, Grivell finds Troy Parker-Bowes. Hello, here's Hopgood. Braden managed to get a kick away under extreme pressure. Nykamp crunches, gets the crumb, handballs over. Here's Xavier Parker-Bowes. Bit of champagne footy in the opening 5 minutes to start this term for the Magpies.
Absolutely, as we called it, they just have this ability to flick the switch. So 3 goals in, actually 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes, I suggest.
Just look at Nykamp's
And great work here by Revington, backing back with the flow, bought the ball, but good work to Nykamp. Got it down to Parker-Bowes, Zabian, and because he finished it. So, yes, alarm bells starting to ring. So, as you said, they need this counter here. In the first half, it was goal to goal virtually. So, Big Sheets betting. Can he launch something? No. Roberts gets the tap down to Williams once again. Manages to get the boot forward. Wobbles it forward. Here's a chance. It's got to sit here for Nairne. Dispossessed there. Picked up. driven forward for the Pies.
Niekamp.
Brings the ball first to get there
Great
to Rogers.
second effort.
And great follow-up tackle by
Can we just look at that
Niekamp.
replay again?
Ball
Niekamp.
still live. There's a bit of push and shove by the boundary line. The ball was actually over the line. But Rogers, Niekamp with the spoil and followed up at ground level. Comes up with a little
Just
bit of mud on
providing
him.
great contest.
Just watch this as a coach. You'd love
Start
to see
the
this from
third
your
term.
players.
Great contest. And
There's
then
the spoil.
Clumming up his own work.
Takes Rogers to ground. Meanwhile, live action here. Ball comes back here to Hopgood. Round the corner, but this time he's missed everything. So danger signs everywhere for the Reds as Jack Remington, the skipper, will take from deep in the back pocket by the cliff side. Nurses the ball up the line. They just need to play some possession football here. Get their hands on the footy and just steady themselves here, Goldie. I think it's this might be Wimpress with the ball.
Yep, Wimpress meantime. Magpies, you can feel their energy's gone to a whole new level here. Start this second half. Out towards the boundary line. Hahndorf 6-6. Rams 5-1. 8 minutes gone in the third term. Rams led at half time and quarter time. Hahndorf have gone bang, bang, bang to start this third term with 3 goals. 1 to Salt, 1 to Hayden, and 1 to Xavier Parker Boers. So the Rams will need a response. Is that a high tackle? No, umpire lets it go. Rams supporters looking for it.
The Magpies were looking for holding to Hopgood.
Oh, right.
Also.
Yeah,
so both sides looking for the umpire for Williams, but he said no, I'll ball it up.
Yep, and he does. Big binder versus D-Rob. Here's Archie Connolly. He snaps the ball forward. Where's Das? He's lurking over the back here. Purling goes back. Here we go. The goat kicks the ball out to the middle. Finds Sam Hayden. 1-2, the vice-captain. Moves the ball on pistols quickly to Grivell. And he spots up Xavier Parker Boers on the left. And away we go.
Gives it back to Grivell, who's run on. So put it inside the 15-metre. Oh, good work off the body with the body by May. Ball comes to ground. No, grabbed by Hopgood. Gets it back here to Niekamp. He's under siege.
Wow.
Tough in the trenches there once again. Good tackle play by Svedensky for the Rams. And this attack is locked up as umpire Donald Andrew comes in. Of course, officiating this afternoon with Reece Williams doing a pretty good job too. So Daniel Roberts arrives. Gets the tap down. Taken by Hoff, close to the boundary. Hooks it back to the top of the square. Remington spins out of trouble cleverly. Gets it to Rogers. Gets a clearing handball. Yetch was the target. Missed him.
Watch out.
Could be a chance here as big Daniel Roberts just motors through. Nick Yetch probably happy to see the ball over the line. So the Academy boy will come in and ball up. So 9-point lead in favour of the Magpies here on the Adelaide Hills and Shorts Broken scoreboard. 9 minutes gone, third term, called a while.
Yep, low throw, D-Rob gets it onto Ingram. Usually can work his magic from these situations, and that's skewed just off the side there for a out of bounds on the full job. 11 points the margin. Hahndorf on the surge. 11 points. 10 minutes gone. Third term, Lockie Cross brings the ball in from that kick out in the full. Troy Parker Boers decisively punches it inside 50. Cooper Hoff is wrapped up by 2 Rams players.
Yep, Sudetsky and May. Great tackling effort by those 2 boys there.
Let's have a look around the stoppage here. Sam Williams is lifting his side here. D. Roberts. Here's Joel Parker Boers, and a good tackle again there from the Rams through May.
So good entertaining game of footy. Hahndorf just starting to, you feel, get on top, but the Rams certainly have to be diligent there. Oh, good tackle off the ball there by Dodd. Coughs up. Here's Jens looking for the first
Hayden.
option. Perhaps
Superb.
too slow, and
Have
it's
a look at
called
that.
by Benny Goldfinch.
Look at
Sam
the pressure.
Hayden, like a thief in the night, just nailed him.
Great pressure.
Picked his pocket. And Jens.
Watch him here. Good pressure from the Rams as well.
Yep. So he grabbed the ball, thought
Number
about
3,
the give.
bang.
Bang. You're gone, son. So now Hayden, who kicked the goal, some 6 minutes ago, the second one of the term.
Double change for Hahndorf. D. Roberts and Sam Williams coming off the ground.
No, he likes his chances here, Sammy Hayden. Why not? As I said, he's had a sider, already kicked the goal. So towards the rider screen, Social Club end. Sets it on its way. Drop punch. It's got the distance.
Oh, keep it alive,
It's
Niekamp.
kept alive, but finally palmed across the line by Lockie May.
Great awareness.
So Hahndorf just starting to, as I said, assume the ascendancy. So skipper for the Rams now puts it out. Big leak was Connolly. Out the back again is Hayden. Gets a hairball out here. Here's a chance for Zander. Close to the line. Out over the boundary line. So Binder with the ball. Will he take the last touch Yes, looks like big Isaac Binder in front of it. So Binder nurses it up the wing, drops short, off hands. Ball when it is Purley, great handball, instinctively got it out wide. Allows the Magpies some space. Ball comes up here to Hopgood. Dylan dropped it, then cleverly gathers it in the cricket pitch area. Bouncing ball comes back here to Cameron Zander. Takes the ball forward. Lockie May once again. Defensive fist. Lurking was Cooper Hoff. And the ball out over the boundary line, the Cliff pocket. So we will have another boundary throw in here. Call with the Wildcats coming in through Filming Footy at Sports Interactive and Dartfish. HFL sponsors Police Credit Union, West End at Sharon, Sports Power, Courier Newspaper, Rossdale Homes, Closely Supermarkets and Road Safety. And of course, Hahndorf match sponsors today. Harcourt, Adelaide Hills, Rossdale Homes, Hagen Menzel Contractors, Hogan Insurance Solutions. Trust you're enjoying our coverage.
Here we go. Oh, smothered.
Oh,
that's the pressure from Hahndorf. Hoff got a handball out. Bit of fumble there by Cross. Here's Hoff. What a superb double act there by Hoff, and it's just missed. Okay, they're peppering. 6-8. Rams now 5-1. We're still on 5-1. Hahndorf on the surge. Start this third term.
13 minutes gone, Benny, and the Rams really haven't had the ball in their forward 50.
No, haven't. All players in the half of the ground for Hahndorf. Revington works the ball out towards Connolly territory. Big pack form. Ball hits the deck. That's high tackle. Ooh. Bit of a standover tactic there. Daniel Zander with the ball. And he'll look to kick the ball inside 50, half forward line. Good spoil. Here's Zander. Handballs it inboard to Xavier Parker-Bors under pressure from three Rams. Out towards Salt territory, Pistols, and here's Dylan Hopgood working his magic.
Yeah, the two number twos. Arnie for Nairne takes Hopgood to the ground, appeals for a free kick. And umpire Donald Andrews says line ball between the twos, so even contest, so we'll ball it up. So May doing the ruck work, gets it down for the Rams, lurking. Hahndorf there is Zander. Ground level looked like it might have been Dodd. Ball held in once again, so desperate hours here. Nairne wouldn't want to concede another one. But Hahndorf, as I said, just starting to put the foot on the accelerator. Comes down there to May, weeds his way through the pack, gets a clearing kick out here, but it could be last touch, is it? Yes, it is indeed. So Sammy Hayden with the resultant free kick just down from the coaching box. And Coach Matt Golding might be a little bit happier at the moment.
Drives the ball high, Pistols inside 50. Troy Parker-Bors put the Mets up. Coming on the scene there was Zander, I think it was, and he's wrapped up in the tackle by Lockie Cross. It's Cameron Zander. So May uncontested, straight down to Ben Salt. Not the best work there. And a snap forward, and we'll just have a look at that replay again. Ben Salt opted not to go up for the rock contest, and May's just...
But that's bad manning up around the contest by the Nairne Rams. Look, they're not anywhere. And just, straight down the throat. No fault of Lockie May, I suppose. All you can do is win the tap down.
No, that's right.
And if your on-ballers don't get around in their spots. So, as a result, just experience. Goldie and just smart footy, which Hahndorf, as we said, they're going for their fifth flag. They know how to play the game and get in the right spots. And Cooper Hoff here, 21 for the season.
Had a great season. Kicked 6 last week against the Raiders. Just a beautiful... user of the ball and kicks the goal for the Magpies. And they extend their lead now, 7-8 to 5-1 at the 16-minute mark of the third term.
And here we're at half-time. 5-1 plays 3-5. And as you said, 15 minutes in now, it's 7-8 plays 5-1. Obviously, Nairne camped on that score, but Hahndorf adding 4-goal 3. So,
And ominously, Hahndorf's best quarter average this season is their last quarter as well, Pistols. So the second halves have been pretty dominant. They've won, entering this match, they've won 27 out of 40 quarters for the season.
So, Williams gets it out here. Ball comes to ground. Well done there by Wimpress. Got it back into Bastion. Gets it back to Wimpress somehow. Wimpress nurses a little kick through the gap. Up here towards Big Binder. Tries to tap the board forward. Still leading the race for the ball. Purley comes in. Oh, clever handball as he got it from ground level. Got to Williams. He drives the Pies forward. Come here's Nike. Oh! Back. Almost a text mark, bookmark there. Comes back out here. Fed out the back door. Lockie May going to ground. Looks like he was infringed at ground level. So Oh, nervous time there, but they managed to repel it. This time gets it out front to Big Sheets Bedding.
Yep, Sheets just around from Hahndorf's interchange bench. On the left goes bang towards Nairne's interchange bench. Dart flies high. That could be, no, the umpire let that one go away. He said he touched the ball in the marking attempt.
Just a fraction too early, that big fella.
So 7-8 to 5-1, 17-minute mark. Third term here from German Arms Oval in Hahndorf. Williams smothered, goes in again, got the handball out. Hayden flicked on nicely there. Bastian, and he goes straight towards Nairne's interchange bench.
Unfortunately, could see two good efforts in that passage of play by Nick Bastian, but unfortunately, but anyway.
Here's Purley meantime.
Interested Nairne bench in the background.
So the goat with the ball will kick it nicely towards Hahndorf's interchange bench. Over the top, here's a chance. Good tackle though from the Rams, and that's holding the ball.
Yeah, Jordan Shell giving a cop out and ruck to Daniel Roberts. Just their Achilles heel, I reckon, at the moment, Benny Goldfinch, because the other two Roberts boys not playing, so they're lacking a bit of height at the moment. Big D Rob virtually doing the job with a bit of help from Shell. Here's once again a big leap down there. Was through Freeman for the Rams. Ball spills out here. Looks like a free kick. That's been paid. Could go to Dodd. No, come back into Rupchik. So Elijah Variety. No.
Oh,
gives it off the Yench. Give it to me. So we've heard that before on this ground from a Yench. Ball goes forward. Off hands from Archer Connolly near the behind post. So it looks like a free kick will go to Mail. Seemed to come off hands, not last touch.
Boundary throw-in.
From here on the Call of the Wild review. Yes, we went upstairs and it will be a boundary throw-in.
Just around from that, just probably their first inside 50 entry for the term so far at the 19-minute mark. If they can get one here, just give them a little bit of confidence. Hahndorf have kicked the opening 4 goals for this third term. And here's a chance here for Lockie Cross. Troy Parker Ball is quickly on the scene to stop him moving the ball forward. Sheets is lurking. Lockie Cross is going to have a shot here by the looks of it.
Lawn specialist Goldie.
Yes.
Lockie Cross. So he's going to back himself in here. This plays mostly in defence, so it'd be good to see a rebound goal here. Last goal was at the 8-minute mark of the second term for the Rams, so to say they need a goal would be an understatement. And unfortunately, minor score, but it's their first of the second half. So they're actually off the half-time score finally. So they're 5-2 to 7-8 here on the Adelaide Hills Insurance Broker scoreboard.
Sam Williams led from the front to start this third term. The skipper kicks the ball in from the kick out. Big pack forms. Ball off hand brilliantly. Couldn't pick up the player, it was so quick. Here's a chance from Cooper Hoff. He does a bit of Pagan's paddock work to kick into space to Ben Salt. Good work here, one-on-one contest. Salt, what's he going to do? Oh, nice work. Lovely work there in defensive 50 by Sarah Katnich. Bit of relieving work to Revington out towards the boundary line and stops the Magpies, but the Hahndorf team have got the ball inside 50, coast-to-coast style.
Yeah, just in that aspect there, Goldie, just shows you the precision kick as they worked it out of defence. They could have had like a mark and then further down the field, but just not hitting the target. But good defensive work, Katnich and Revington combined there. So May over the top, got it back down. Roberts goes to ground, trying to spin his way through. There was Cameron Zander, locked up in a tackle, just inside the 50-metre arc. So the endeavour of Nairne is there, just a few little skill errors letting them down against a quality opponent like Hahndorf. So Roberts gets it down there. Rupchik over in the ball, comes back this time and gathers it cleanly. Gets a high kick out towards the wing area. Chance for a teammate out of here in Arnie. Thought about playing on, but will go back. A bit undecided. Now, Nurses is up the line. Oh, he's overcooked it. See, another skill error there. Gives a chance there for Nye. Grivell, delay a tackle. So just those little possession things, Goldie.
They've got a few gears, don't they, Hahndorf?
Yep. So Roberts, clever tap over the back there.
There's Sam Williams, meantime. He squirts the ball out to Sam Hayden. He could kick this Pistols from right on 50. Loads up. Just missed it.
Nearly another Nostradamus act by you. But Sam Williams certainly getting busy. Not to say he wasn't around the mark in the first half, but certainly lifting as we talk about these guys to just go to the next level when they're under pressure.
Clicked into another gear here.
Yep, so Lockie May getting ball from Revington. He's worked pretty well this afternoon so far. Lockie May puts it down. Here's a chance for Das. Got his hands to it. Is that a free? Yes, says the umpire for chopping too high. So Darcy here again, one of his rare touches this afternoon so far. The former Centurion for the Magpies with the free kick on the wing.
Yep. Few arms waving down in the Rams forward line. Looking for the ball down there. Oh, off here's a chance. Is this Jench? Works the ball out. Under pressure. Wrapped up in the tackle.
Wow.
Is that free kick for Connolly, is it?
Giving away
That's holding the ball.
Yeah, I think it's going to go to
Okay.
our man Nicky Ingram.
Ingram, half back line with the ball. 7-9 Hahndorf. Rams 5-2. Here's Trent Mail. Keen to use this outside wing. Hayden will be meeting the sandwich here. Over the back. Here's Daniel Zander. Opportunity. Went one way, then the other. Back to Hayden. Opens it up for Big D, Rob. Out towards the boundary line. And that's where it's gone. Centre wing out of sight. 23-minute mark. Hahndorf leading by 19 points after trailing at quarter time and half time.
So the academy boy coming well in. It's tall manfully this afternoon. Pitches in. Roberts works to the front. Here's a chance for Winnicke. Will sit for him. The young fella gets the ball, sweeps a handball in the direction of a teammate. Going to ground, I think, was Svedetsky. Finally, Bastian with a high kick out of the danger zone for the time being, but coming across and in the end completing a good juggling mark. Difficult off balance was Trent Mail. There's plenty of experience there. So Mail looks like he's going to switch play across the other side of the ground. He's got a loose man out there in Ingram if it'll reach him. Good mark taken by Joel Leake there. He gets it to Ingram. Sells a bit of candy around the invisible man. Then rather nonchalantly just puts it up the wing. Finds Joel Parker Bowles, who in turn gets it out here to Zander.
He kicks the ball forward to Nightcamp. Good work by Revington. Revington. Good smother. Nightcamp. There's that second effort we were talking about again. Just not in the air at ground level. Might have a look at that on replay if we can, Tomia. Just Cooper Nightcamp.
That's the second time we've seen that this afternoon.
Not only good
you love
in the
that
air.
from your keys forward, don't you? When he's not kicking goals, he's defending them, which is brilliant work here. Revington, good smother at ground level. Dies on it again.
Love that. All right. Meantime, kick out of defence by Baden Willis. Big pack forms. Archer Connolly put up the jukes. Off hands. Here's Braden Hopgood. Kick the opening goal of the match. Driving kick inside 50. Troy Parker balls over the back. Almost held his feet. In fact, he does. Here's Nightcamp once again. Sweeping handball out to Cooper Hoff. Snaps the goal. Once again, Nightcamp involved in the goal. Troy Parker balls. Nice in the air. And the Magpies extend their lead once again.
So consecutive goals for Cooper Hoff. As we said, he just knows where the goals are. Came into the game with 21, and as Benny Goldfinch said earlier, he's had a very good season as an alternate opportunist goal kicker, which he's done on 2 occasions. So 23 for the year to Cooper Hoff, and saw his dad Damien here early, so he'll be pretty pleased with that. Of course, the Adelaide Oval curator. So call with a wild. Hahndorf just stretching away. They trail by 7 points at half time. They now lead 57 to 32. Ball comes out. Bastian takes away for the Rams. Mung kick was smothered. Coughed the ball up. Here's another chance for the Pies. Edge of the square.
Parker Bowles, Joel variety.
Yep. Streams forward. I tell you what I was going to say.
Revington's doing a great job down there.
Yep. So I think that's 5-5 for the turn, Benny.
Yep. Kicked nine third quarter goals last week against the Raiders.
To 1 behind.
Kick in. Revington finds a teammate there in Wimpress. Gets on the left boot. Kick outside at defensive 50. Hayden up against Connolly. Good use of the body by the Big D, Rob. In fact, that was Grivell. Here's Hayden versus Jench. Great positioning by Hayden. Sweeps the ball out to Zander. He kicks the ball up the wing area. Attacking the ball.
Bastian, well
Bastian.
done. Yep.
And Sam Williams wraps him up.
Oh, he's got even a full Milson at ground level. Sammy does the wrestling as well. But a good contest there between two boys. So, umpire flicks it up. Comes down here. Williams once again at ground level, this time Cross to contend with. Oh, well done, Lockie Cross. Gets a clearing handball. Good work, young man. But Hayden's there to intercept. Flicks it.
Here's Nightcamp.
Nightcamp. Just couldn't know what could have been the mark of the century. Here's a chance for Revington as he strolls away. Nightcamp, the excitement check. Here's a chance now. Dodd breaks through the ground level. Catch me if he can stuff. Puts it forward. Off hands. Was Rogers.
Unbelievable.
And once again cleared. Here's a chance in the centre of the ground. Good mark taken there by Xavier Parker Bowles. Quickly gets the ball on here to Zander.
Cameron variety. Here's the half
variety.
forward line. Revington's just putting his shoe back on as D. Rob takes the mark. And that's 50.
It's Wadetsky putting a body challenge here on the Big D Rob. But I tell you what, exciting leap there. Though, Tommy, if we can see
yeah,
that
it's all
again.
over. It's the master.
That is a fantastic game. As we see, Cross got it out here. Hayden grabs the ball and centres it.
Look at this.
Pack forms out, comes up and about and just failed to hold it.
Big D Rob.
And Daniel
Have a
Roberts
bit of a
looks like he's
chat.
getting 50.
He's going to kick straight into the guy's face, is he? That's a 6-goal term now for the Magpies. 27-minute mark. Exciting football.
Absolutely.
It's all happening.
Like it. That was a magnificent leap. Just some of those great AFL marks. Twisting one of Jason Dunstall, I reckon, sideways.
Yeah, what is going on there?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but Daniel Roberts, all he needed to do was kick the goal, which he did. Joins the goal kickers, of which in this quarter there's been 6. So Hahndorf effectively have blunted this challenge. As I said, they trailed by 7 points at half-time, and now, wow, leading pretty easily. What's that, 32 point? They've actually doubled the score of the Rams. The ball back here is Hayden, and they're not finished. Feeds the ball out here. Kick up the wing by Parker Bowles of the Joel variety. And finds a teammate here.
Yep, kicks forward. Nykamp versus 2 Rams. Good spoil by May. Here's Troy Parker Bowles on the scene. Still managed to get a handball out. Here's Fradersky. Has a bounce. Has a bit of confidence versus Sam Williams. And another one. Kicks the ball from the half-forward line towards the wing. Joel Leake on the scene. Hurrigan tries to brush a couple of side of Magpies. Great tackling. Elijah Rupchik around the action, and that's holding the ball. That demonstrates
Great tackle by the young debutant there in Kleeman.
Can we have a look at that again, Tommy, if
Yeah,
possible?
the young man playing his first A-grade game. And certainly
That's
not
three-quarter
overall.
time.
Yeah, it's a siren sounds for three-quarter time.
Just ruthless pressure.
Yep.
Oh, he caught one in the head too.
Yeah,
Held
the
on to
young
him.
man. Young Jack Kleeman. Great effort. Three-quarter time. So it's the Magpies in charge here. So they lead 9-10 to 5-2. And we'll be back with more shortly here on the Call of the Wild.
Hey, this is Jack Revington from the Nairne Football Club, and you're watching the best coverage of Hills Football League action.
Welcome back on the Call of the Wild. Coming to you through Filming Footy, Sports Interactive and Dartfish. And of course, HFL sponsors Police Credit Union at West End, at Sharon Sports Power, Courier, Rossdale Homes, Closey Supermarkets and Road Safety. And here at German Arms Oval in Hahndorf. And as they've done so often, Benny Goldfinch,
Yep.
the Magpies have just, ruthlessly just taken over the control of the game. Quarter time, it was Nairne by 3 points, 7 points at half time, but in that third quarter they kicked 6-goal, 5 to 1 behind, and now lead 9-10 to 5-2. So 32-point margin in favour of the Magpies.
Yeah, just having a look at some stats here. As I said, Nairne haven't beaten Hahndorf since they joined Division 1 in 2019. Hahndorf's average points this season, 93.6 against Nairne's 60.8. Hahndorf has led at every three-quarter time change this season, Pistols.
Wow.
And they've continued to maintain that advantage. And their best quarter, as I said ominously, is their final quarter, averaging 5 goals. So let's see if they can finish strongly once again.
And of course we must thank our Match Day Club sponsors, because for the Hahndorf Football Club,
Tommy.
Harcourts Adelaide Hills,
No.
Rossdale Homes, Hague and Menzel Contractors, Hogan Insurance Solutions, and of course Scoreboard sponsor Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers. All great people to deal with, and we thank you very much for your support of our live stream today. Trust you're enjoying it. And also to our radio listeners, of course, tuning in the Adelaide Hills region through Lofty 88.9 FM. Trust you're enjoying the game as well. So it'll be interesting to see if, as we said, Nairne clinging to that 5th spot, so percentage will come into play, suggest Benny. So it'll be interesting to see how this last quarter unfolds. Benny Goldfinch is a caller.
As I said, Magpies' final quarter is their best. They just seem to click into gear as the match goes on. They get the immediate centre break forward. Here's a chance for Dylan Hopgood, just slapping the ball forward. And umpire says I'll have it.
So he's been pretty handy this afternoon. I think he might have a free kick, Benny. Dylan Hopgood, I think he's been
Yeah, that was nice. It's just, Tommy, I don't know if just that flicking on play there from him. Just trying to wheel the ball forward. Oh, he's got a dog. Jasper. No, perfect. That's all we need. Just look at Tom.
Hey,
Just
Jack
wheeling the
Revington,
ball forward there. He
Namburma
got stripped of
Football
it. So
Club.
It's actually
And
got the
you're
old
watching
tunnel
best
ball
coverage
he's looking
of
at, but
Hills
he's been
football
pretty
in
handy
action.
this afternoon, as is his brother Braden. So Dylan Hopgood, the chance for his first goal of the afternoon.
snuck it in for a goal.
So as Benny Goldfinch told us, Hahndorf's last quarter have been their most effective. So what are we? Not even a minute into the period, and they've got their first goal on the board.
Yep. Collectively, they just know what range to play at as the match goes on. Now they've clicked into about 4th gear.
Absolutely. So it'd be interesting to see, can the Nairns fight back here? So Daniel Roberts against big Tommy Betting. Roberts once again gets a tap down. Jens looming, coming through was Ingram. Here's a chance for Hayden, who's everywhere since half time. Nurses is up in front of the scoreboard and picks out a teammate there in Xavier Parker-Bos.
Yep.
So Xavier Parker-Bos have a shot from outside the boundary.
He'll
Just
just disappeared into the post there.
And he emerged. He springs out of anywhere.
Here we go. Where is he?
And as you can see,
Right
10-10
for
plays
it.
5.
Oh, there he is.
Adelaide Hills
Left
Insurance
footer.
Brokers.
That's a shank pistol.
Wow, he looked, yeah, I tell you what, that's a sack, is it?
Not the best kick.
Yeah, so that's disappeared down towards Pine Avenue.
He might win an award for that.
Yeah, that could be on the film and footy lowlights of the day.
Let's have a look at this kick again.
So
Coming from the post. And yeah, no, it didn't come off the side of the boot.
he thought the posts were a bit more round to the left of the screen.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's allowed to make a mistake. He's contributed pretty well. So Revington brings the ball back in.
Not the best kick.
Parker-Bos, it's a chance for the other. Parker-Bos gets it, puts it across again to our man Hopgood, I think.
Yeah, just an ineffective clearance there from the Rams.
Yep.
Dylan Hopgood with a chance.
They're just a side that just keeps at you, even their relentless pressure, isn't it? And they just seize on opportunities, errors by the opposition, don't they? They're a side that makes you pay for your errors, as a good side does.
No need to panic in that opening half. They knew what they had in the bank.
Absolutely. So Dylan Hopgood already kicked one in the first minute of the game. That's quarter, so here's a chance to get one,
Oh,
two
that's
within
a
3
shank
minutes.
as well.
But wow, perhaps the kicking coach has left it
Have to get
3/4 time.
BJ Yench involved
Yeah,
again.
where's BJ getting down? So Remington, we'll
Oh,
see what he can do with the
that's not the
clearance this
best
time. Oh, missed the
Maybe the ball's
target
flat.
there. Yeah, maybe it is. So needs a bit of air in the ball. So as you see in the background, 10-10 plays 5-2 in favour of the Magpies here at German Arms Oval on the Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers scoreboard. So ball pitched in. Daniel Robertson batting, still batting is Williams. Clever handball at the top to Troy. Parker-Bos tries it outside the foot kick. May defended it off his shin. Still dangerously close in the goal square. Stacks on the mill. May goes back, gets a clearing handball. First to get there by Yench. Handed by the line and walks it over the line defensively. So the Academy boy will come and pitch the ball in once again. So Hahndorf.
Yep.
Great second half.
Boundary throw in Sheets. Taps it down. Dangerous position.
Oh.
Cooper Hoff reads it brilliantly and snaps a point. 10-11. Hahndorf. Nairne stuck on 5-2. Haven't scored in the second half. A
Last goal
anyway.
was 8.5 minutes into the second term. Last goal, Ben. Wimpress.
Wimpress with the ball. Of course, Kurt Waterman not playing today. Wimpress.
And the big ruckman Not. They've missed him as well.
Here's Archer Connolly. He's played all right. Has a bounce. Could have another one. He's got a player all by himself in the forward line in Duncan Rogers. Backing back with courage there is Joel Leake. Disappointing entry. Das Hourigan a little bit frustrated in this Rams forward line as Sam Williams takes the mark in the middle of the ground, gets it on to Joel Parker-Bowles. Back to Williams, back to his good mate in Sam Hayden. From right on the centre of the ground, long kick inside 50. Nightcamp at the back of the bus. Here's Hoff, unselfishly the Xavier Parker-Bowles. And he has a miss as well. 3 points to start this final term for the Magpies. So,
you just think the floodgates, if they haven't opened, are just about to burst the banks because, looking ominous here. As you said, their last quarter's their best as Lockie Cross nurses it out here, finds Lockie May, who's told very honestly in defence this afternoon, been under siege, particularly since half-time. So May nurses up the line towards Conley, who looks like he's drifted down from his forward post and getting a few touches. So good.
Ingram.
Yeah, the comb-over man smothered it. Found his way through there
Swiderski,
with Swiderski, I think it is, gets it further into the centre of the ground. Good defensive spoil here.
There. Like a thief in the night, Trent Mail. Can we have a look at that again? Look at the pressure.
Yeah, on the Arnie, I think it was. So meanwhile, Leake, the 100 gamer, gets it out wide.
Look at this hit.
Finds Hopgood of the Braden variety.
Good tackle, Trent Mail.
And Hayden nurses it forward and finds Joel Parker-Bowles. So they're just lining up now for possessions, the Magpies. Ball comes in, once again the defence under siege. Mayo the top of him as he put up a defensive fist, then goes back to ground level.
And if you've just tuned in and you want to watch this match back again, half-time we had Graham Kaiser, and pre-match we went into the Hahndorf change room, had a bit of a chat to some of the guys as well. So, yeah.
Yep, so tap out comes out here, quick hands out here, trying to break free. That Parker-Bowles. Williams bugs off round the corner. But getting back and taking defensive mark is Tommy Betting.
Straight to Cooper Hoff. Thanks for coming. He says, I will kick this.
He's hit
into the post. Unbelievable.
Wow,
stuff.
comedy of errors here. I tell you, the
Matt
bloke
Golding a little bit frustrated.
The bloke with the biggest sigh of relief would have been big Tommy Betting there. So Revington will bring the ball back into play, surveying what's on offer. He's been under siege, as said, throughout the second half. Goes with the handball, out to Betting. Handball's better this time. String of handballs. Cross around the corner. Ball up here to Darcy Hourigan. Tries to get to a teammate in Arnie. Nearly takes out the person in the deck chair there.
Yeah, VIP park.
Yeah, VIP, that's right.
They've won a special spot right there.
The crossing, maybe it's the crossing monitor.
Yeah.
Got the stop-go sign.
Meantime, Joel Leake says, thanks very much. I'll just stroll an extra 10 metres, kick the ball inside 50. Strong hands there. Is that Sheets? Yes, it is. Betting takes the mark. Half back line for the Rams. So Betting kicks the ball out to the pedestrian crossing area. High ball over the top. Here's Das with a real opportunity to kick the ball forward into space is Archer Connolly. How would the ball bounce for him? Also coming on the scene is Nick Yench, and he's brilliantly tackled there by Sam Hayden, who has an incredible work engine.
Yeah, as you said, his efforts then, just working his side well up, but still just working. So Purley, 6-time premiership player, nurses it down the line, finds a guy who hopes to play in as many as him, as Cameron Zander, the son of legend, Andrew Zander, here at the Hahndorf Football Club. So Zander goes long up the line, pedestrian crossing area, fisted. Here's a chance for the stop-go man to get a... No, he's buckled into the seat there. Got to man the crossing. Don't leave the post.
Just check him out there. It's a beautiful little spot he's got near the bin. So he can put his
lollipop man.
Put his rubbish in there as well. Boundary throw in. Roberts wins front position. And Troy Parker-Bowles and co. Coach Morgan Young in the background there. And Kurt Waterman just trying to keep up the enthusiasm. Clint Foster there as well.
It's like
And
the who's who.
Knott's there as well, I reckon.
Yeah,
Pistol, of
Brock
course,
Knott,
next.
so a bit of talent on the sidelines there that they could have done without there this
Of course,
afternoon.
next Saturday they'll be playing your Radler
Yes,
districts.
because you'll see that all on the call of the Wild filming footy, and that's a big game. Here's a chance for Bissell. He was unloaded there. Looks like he's won a free kick, Lockie Bissell, for the Rams. Haven't seen a lot of him this afternoon, if there's a change. So, Bissell. He's picked out Hopgood.
That's not the best.
Colourblind, maybe.
There's been a few of those in the final quarter so far. Yeah, that could be a point, actually. As the light just dims a bit here, maybe colourblind.
So, Troy Parker Bos, his usual effectiveness around the pack, sets the ball to top of the square. Will it be a leaper? In front of the pack it was May. Trying to work his way through his big binder. Oh, nearly took the head off D. Hopgood, I'd suggest. Umpire said no. Fair tackle, but still danger signs 10 metres out from goal.
Yes. Ball's flicked out there by Arnie. Finds Wimpress. Decided to go backwards. Teammate under pressure, and there we go once again.
That was a
pressure.
classic example in Wimpress. Hopefully they looked at the tape of this. He could have had the clear paddock, decided to go backwards, gave the handball back to his teammate, and the
Put him
kick
under pressure.
Put him under pressure, and of course then the kick's chopped off when he had the space. Turned back, whether he didn't have the confidence with the kick, I don't know. But anyway, what do I know?
Once again, here's the post. Here's Parker Ball's Joel variety. Kicks the ball straight over the top. Thank you very much. That's a goal. Nice kick. Nice goal. So Hahndorf extend their margin, 11-13 to 5-2. Let's look at his kick again. Gives himself a little bit of room and nails the goal. 45-degree angle over the top of a couple of big players as well. So 24 scoring shots to 7. Half time, as we said, the Rams were leading.
And more worryingly, since 8.5 minute mark in the second term, Ben, have kicked 8 goals to 1 behind.
Oh, here we go. Rams move the ball forward. Here's Kleeman. Got the handball out to Big D-Rob, who's just going to another level as this match goes on. Half forward line, Troy Parker Bors shovels a handball out. Tried to flick it on there was Ingram. Hollow got it on. Here's Lockie May.
Well done, Lockie May. Threaded his way through, then gets a high kick to wing area. Coming out was Connolly, got his hands to it. Ball comes back to Daniel Roberts. It's under siege there as the post just blocks us, but the Academy boy ruling out over the line, so he will pitch the ball back into play. So Daniel Roberts, what a workhorse he is. A bit of a chop out from Shaw in the ruck, but he's worked pretty well all day. Here's Ingram, gets to Parker Bowles, the last goal kicker. Nong's one forward, there's a chance for Salt, traps it, sells a bit of candy, like he's at Haig's Chocolates, puts the ball forward, bouncing ball. Could be a chance for Niekamp, he overran it. Here's Hollow.
Good second effort, Niekamp again.
Close to the line, here's
Hollow.
Salt, just gets it again, shows the ball. Can he cap this off? Oh!
Thanks for coming.
That's remarkable. Ben Salt.
Showtime.
Oh! Wow. That is an amazing goal there.
Showtime.
Rather nonchalantly with the ball.
Great tackle by
What's this?
Niekamp.
Yeah. Hollow goes to the ground, he grabs it, shows
That's
it a
one
bit.
of the goals of the year.
Realises and goes, I can do this. Of course I can. Go
There
up,
we
I
go.
didn't move.
That's sensational.
That is great from the
How many goals?
LA
We
Cross
had
top.
9 second half goals for the Magpies.
His second for the match, Ben Salt, but something special there. So back in the centre, Roberts versus Binder. Roberts just belts it forward. Here's Hollow, feeds out the back door once again, misses the target. Good enough to go back and get it, but this time he's wrapped up in the centre circle tackle by Nicky Ingram.
Maybe have to turn the lights on shortly. Pistols, a little bit overcast now.
Absolutely.
13-minute mark.
So
Parker Bors under pressure. Here's Joel Parker Bors. Hollow just throws the ball on the boot. Xander reads it nicely in front of Hourigan. Gets it on the Kleeman. He's got a player out here in Hopgood. Braden variety. 1-on-2 situation. Wimpress closing in. Just near Hahndorf's interchange bench. So Braden Hopgood goes up to Daniel Roberts, who's playing a sensational final quarter. Gribble along the ground. That might have been intended for Cooper Hoff. And it might have gone out of bounds here. Yes, it has.
We spoke to Hahndorf President Graham Kaiser during the half-time break, Benny, and as he said, the changes in the side and guys just coming up to fill those positions. And the debutant young Jack Kleeman today certainly hasn't looked. That was great vision there when he.
Oh, hello. Dylan Hopgood's away. And he's missed.
Yeah, as I was saying, just the vision to pick out Braden Hopgood.
Yep.
Just, they know the team pattern. Obviously, as he said, they got great coaches and their reserves just play the same as A grade as they should. So you automatically step up in A grade and you know what you're doing.
Well, that's why. Yeah, it's so calm and cool
Yeah,
in the change
yeah,
rooms before
absolutely,
the match.
absolutely.
Just know what's required.
There's a chance here for Dodd. But once again, as they've done all afternoon, seem to pick out a Hahndorf opponent. This time it's Xander putting the ball back in from whence it
Oh!
came. That's a good, strong grab on the lead.
I've liked his game, Pistols. How many goals has he
Nike.
kicked? But he's set up a lot and the pressure has been fantastic.
Nike,
across the
well,
forward
funnily enough, Goldie has not kicked a goal this afternoon.
line. Been very good at the
Nike.
second effort. Provided a target all day.
Oh, his second efforts were fantastic. In fact, he's their leading goal kicker, 26 for the season.
And that's his first for the day.
First for the day, but
Just missed it.
just missed it. No, it's not his first for the day. But as you said, hasn't contributed on the scoreboard as far as goals, but just his work has been superlative. Second efforts, which you like to see if you're a coach. So Lockie May just wipes the ball off, give it back to Jack Revington. Those duo have had a lot to do this afternoon in the back half for the Rams. They'd be pretty disappointed with the second half. Only 1 point registered in that period. As you can see in the background, 15 minutes gone in this final term. So May, high kick back in. There's a chance for Connolly. Great
mark.
pair of hands, this young man. And there's another good mark that he takes. Quickly moves it up the wing area, looking for bedding. The long sleeve boys sticking together. Big Sheets landing a bit awkwardly, but looks like he's scoring a free kick and the ball comes back to him.
Yep. Sheets kicks the ball forward. Hourigan again.
Oh!
That's the
They
mark
pull
of
him
the
out
day.
everywhere here.
That is the mark of the
James
day.
Davis, the cameraman on top, he'd be having a field day with some of these
That is
speckies.
the mark of the day. Ingram, off we go. Kicks the ball towards Trent Mail. Bit of a grubber kick. Xander. Out towards Joel Parker Bowers. And that could be chopped off there by Lockie Cross. Ball, though, collected by Leake. He goes to Hopgood. He in turn goes to Hayden. Dangerously over the top. Sets his teammate up there. A bit of a crunching hit. Kick out towards the wing. Gribble, 1-on-1 versus Betting. And Gribble takes the mark. Tried to get it on quickly there, as they've tried to do in the second half, Pistols. And it's come off for Hahndorf. 9 second half goals so far. Will it be 10 shortly?
Yeah, ball comes there, try to thread his way through with Salt. Got it to a teammate here, looks like a Hoff. No danger to see his side, it's Nykamp. Gets the ball back out, cross here, centres the ball. Chance here, Gavid, overran there. Dodd, ball comes out here. Ball fed out there by Kleeman, I think it was. Ball eventually comes back into Shoal, lifts the eyes and finds this man in space. And honours
Hayden.
that. So, once again, good team possession football.
I think we've got to look at this mark.
Yeah, the
by
mark.
Parker Bowers.
Yeah.
Great mark. A little bit of
I
rain.
tell you,
falling
needed
here.
one of those. He looked like the old fighter pilot with the helmet on. Got that eye.
Some of the players.
So the rain's starting to drift in, as we said, got a bit darker and now a bit of precipitation, but it's been pretty good conditions here this afternoon at German Arms Oval. So Sam Hayden shot at goal. Goal umpires moved a bit too much to the right, so through for a minor score. So if Mike's got correct college arithmetic's right, I think they've added 3 goals, 6 this term, Benny. So the damage could have been a lot worse than the 12-15 to 5-2 margin on the Adelaide Hills Insurance Broker scoreboard.
Revington with the ball. Oh.
Here's the debutant,
Kleeman takes the mark from the kick out.
Be good to see him get a goal, and he's.
I'll get around him here.
Yeah, wherever distance might be beyond him, they're all saying have a crack. Nicky Ingram lurking, saying, "Give it to me, give it to me."
Have a shot.
Have a shot, young man. Cover yourself in glory.
Scoreboard's lit up. Hahndorf 12-15. Nairne 5-2. Out of the points, it's half time. Kleeman. Skews off the side of the boot. Rams trying to clear here. Slipping over the top by Cross. Wimpress, I think, involved. Willis set upon, confronts
well done.
a couple of Hahndorf players and at least works the ball towards the half back line. Bit of dejection there, some of the Rams players.
Yeah, well, look, this will be number 4 in a row as far as losses go, Benny. So next week it's going to be a huge game against Uranium Districts, a side they beat first time around. They'll need to repeat it. Comes out into D-Hop. Good hands to Hayden, who's just running everywhere at the moment. Here's the Salt, the Magic Man. Gets it back to a teammate who chips it across and finds Nicky Ingram. No doubt he'll be wanting to have a shot. So Ingram. He'll kick from just inside the 50-metre arc when he strikes the ball. As you can probably see in the top scoreboard disappeared, but just 19 minutes just about to tick over in the last quarter. So Sting well and truly gone out of this game in the third quarter. 6 goals to a point.
That's a nice
on their way. Nicky Ingram, will it come back? No. So
how many points they kicked this term?
7 points.
7 points.
3 goals, 7. So ball comes back in through Revington. Has almost kicked his boot out. The amount of points kicked in this quarter. So betting. Nurses up the line to Light Tower wing. Oh, big leap! Purley
That
one
is
out
fantastic.
Of the box. Great leap by the young man.
That deserves an
Excitement machine.
applause.
Gets the ball further afield. Off hands is Parker Bos. Gets it to teammate. Tries to spin out of trouble. Good tackle applied there by Josh Freeman. Ensured that Parker Bos, the Joel variety, was going nowhere. So once again, doing the ruck work there with Freeman. Ball comes his Hayden. As I said, everywhere. Could be in line for the coveted Dartfish Benny. I bet a candy nicely sold by Grivell. Gets spooked the ball. A clean bowled was Hoff. Coming through there was Neds. Here's Hoff again. Backs up. Gets across to Xander. In turn gets it back to the 100 gamer in Leake. In turn gets it to Braden Hopgood.
Yep, he kicks the ball into the out of bounds on the full job. Let's have a look at this mark. Just beautiful stuff here.
Yeah, he just sets himself a bang. Fantastic leap.
Great mark. Over Grivell.
And Grivell, Gary Lyne style for Grivell.
Just knew someone was around, lurking. All right, meantime, I think that's May. Finds big binder. So Rams, big match next Saturday against Uradler. And then I think they've got Mount Lofty after that. Here's Braden Hopgood meantime. Joel Parker Bors has a shot for goal. And he's missed as well. 8 points in the final term for Hahndorf. 3 goals, 8. 12-17 now to 5-2. 29 scoring shots to 7. Half time, the margin was 7 points. So since then, Nairne's way, of course, and since then Hahndorf have kicked into gear, just not with the accuracy, which has been a little bit of an issue in the early part of the season. Hayden got the ball on, finds Xander, kick inside 50, Hoff. Quick hands. Here's Xander. Got the kick away. Under pressure. Thanks very much. Cooper Nykamp takes the mark right on the edge of the goal square.
Daniel Xander under pressure, but just had the presence of mind to centre the ball as called by Benny Goldfitch. So finally, Ken Cooper Nykamp, who's really done a good job up forward without actually getting in the goal kickers. James Davis looking right down the barrel on the camera.
Oh, he's missed.
Oh.
Just snuck it in.
He's just snuck it in. Another coat of paint might have been interesting on the post. Thing is, he's got his 27th goal of the season, with his first for the afternoon. So, Hahndorf just charging on. 4th for the term. So they move on to 13-17 to 5-2 here on the Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers scoreboard. So not long before the end of the game here, and of course in the absence of Jane J. Hill, Benny will be taking us through. He wins the coveted Dartfish beanie. In the meantime, the ball back in the centre. Willis tackle, gets it out here, stolen by Sam Hayden. Really getting dark here. It's a lot light on the screen as you can see it live here. Ball flicked out here towards Williams. Williams on the left has a ping. I tell you, that's not too bad. In fact, it's better than that. It's very, very good. So Sammy Williams, the skipper, takes the opportunity to get on the goal kicking list here this afternoon with a fantastic finish. Be lovely to see that one on the replay. As we can see, the ball fed out here. And Williams gathers it. And on the left, no problems. So the Hahndorf machine at their ruthless best here after half time. As Benny Goldfinch said, 5-1 to 3-5. They trailed at half time and then they've just gone bang, bang, bang since that time. And they've kicked 11 straight goals to 1 behind. So comprehensive margin now, 69 points. Who would have thought that at half time? There's a chance for Ingram. Gets the ball across here to a teammate, Ian Hopgood of the Braden variety. Has time for a bounce, puts it forward. Bouncing ball, trapped well by Lockie May. He's tore pretty hard today. Got a handball out to Dodd. Dodd gets a high kick away, but back from whence it came in the agency of Braden Hopgood. So Hopgood, what's on offer? Surveys the scene and just kicks down the line here. Pack sets themselves. Oh! Big leap there. I think it's Nykamp comes to May. Feeds it back to the skipper and Revington and goes, tries an underground handball. May finally gets out to Dodd, in turn gets it to Revington. Makes a bit of space. Clever little left foot kick across the ground. Bart was looking for betting, but as we've said in the second half, just mistakes. Coughed the ball up and Hahndorf, well, very quickly to pounce on it. And here, Joel Parker Bowles. Chance of kicking second of the term. So right behind him, Cameron James Davis. Looks like it's going to come back. Yes, indeed. Parker Bowles just adds another one to the mounting tally here. Wow. Just one-way traffic, as I said. Battling hard, but just can't get on the board. They've kicked one behind since half-time. Nan Bremer, on the Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers scoreboard. So Hahndorf, 105-point lead. Wow. So, here they go again. They're not finished. That's you're a good side. You're hungry. You're ruthless. Ball comes down here. Here's a chance for Hoff. Walks the ball over the boundary line. So I think they had 3-5 on the board. Now 15-8. So 12 goals without an answer, except for one behind in the third quarter from Nan. Here's a chance for Hoff. This time as he swung around in the pack. Ball will be out over the boundary line. And there'll be a free kick for the Rams deep in defence. Looks like it's Rupchik. Nurses up the line. Finds Wimpress. He in turn up the line. Finds Nick Yench. Started pretty strongly, Yench, but like a few of the Rams dropped out of the game in the second half as Hahndorf really established the ascendancy. Looks like the crossing gets a mentioned here, the level crossing. Looks like our man in the chair has moved on there, Tommy, so probably gone to warmer pastures as the rain is a little bit of drizzle about, and also the conditions a little bit darker. So, throw in. Joel got the ball down, follows it up, comes back out into Yench. Thought about a handball, this time he does to Betting. Betting steps back through the field, gets on that left, hacks it forward, but straight in the hands of Cameron Zander. So I said him and his brother Daniel, sons of guns, of course, Andrew Zander. 300 game, I'd suggest for the Hahndorf Football Club. In the meantime, Trent Mail taking a mark. So Mail, what's on offer? Goes long down the line, back towards the pedestrian crossing. Pack sets themselves. Close to the line, Wimpress. Pucked into the line, curls it back. Oh, nearly a good mark taken there. Spilled. Hahndorf resolutely mop it up. Comes back to Braden Hopgood. Back up the line. Pack sets themselves. Off hands, lurking. Binder tries to trap the ball. Gets assistance from Arnie. Doggedly pulls his way clear, but in the meantime, the whistle had gone just as he was extricating himself from the pack. So umpire Williams will ball it up. So Ruckman Gabba, Leak doing the work against Binder. Here's Williams. Cleverly gets through. Puts the ball forward. There it is. The final siren. Signify a big win here. 15-18 to 5-2 is the final margin in favour of the Magpies. As they trail by 7 points at halftime in the second half, they've just blitzed the Rams, keeping them one behind whilst adding 12 goal 13, I believe, is the addition, as I'll do the maths. As we're going to wait for Benny Goldfinch, who has the decision today of the most effective player on the ground. See Dars Hourigan just getting there with a few of his former teammates. Of course, multi-premiership player and kicked 100 goals on 2 occasions for the Magpies, and of course now with the Nairne Rams, who are brave. They're looking for the positives in the first half. Very brave, the Nairne Rams, but gee, after half time they just ran into a roadblock in the agency of the rampaging Magpies. So Benny Goldfinch lurking there. Looks like he's made his selection for the most effective player on the ground. So we'll wait for him just to come over a little bit closer. Or we can get a good camera shot. So Pink Awareness Day has been very successful at Hahndorf Club. Raised a bit of money for a great cause, but also they've raised another 2 points on the field with a comprehensive second half, running out winners 15-18 to 5-2 over what was probably a bit of a disappointing effort by the Nairne Rams in the second half. So, without further ado, we'll take it down to the man. We better get this over quickly, Tommy, because it's starting to drizzle a bit. We'll go down to Benny Golfitch for the most effective player on the ground.
Alrighty. Fantastic. Well, we're joined here by Sam Hayden. We had a chat to him pre-game, the vice-captain of the Magpies, and giving you a most effective player. There's the Dartfish beanie.
Yeah.
I think it was a 12-goal second half. Kept them scoreless, goalless. How did you compare the halves, and what did Matt Golding say at half-time?
Yeah, look, first halves recently haven't been fantastic. Definitely something we've got to work on. I think credit to Nairne in the first half. They brought the energy and the physicality, and they probably wanted it more, which, again, probably a reflection of our intensity from the first bounce. But, obviously second half, really, really good, really effective. But, yeah, I guess something to work on there with the first half. So, yeah.
Your engine, your ability to work up and down the ground, do you do a lot of running pre-season? Just talk us through how you get to that fitness level.
Look, I think the main thing, or the big thing, is maintaining after the season finishes. Easy to sort of go 6-8 weeks without doing a whole lot, but I think you just need to keep doing stuff. But yeah, in terms of pre-season, I'll just come out with a few mates and just kick and catch and just keep running as you would in a game, and yeah, eventually it works out all right come the season.
And just finally, young Kleeman on debut, how do you think he went?
I was really impressed. He did not look out of place at all. Used it well, was composed. I coached him with Sammy Williams last year, and I knew what he's capable of. So, but yeah, he was really impressive today.
Yeah. Thanks, Sam.
Cheers. Thanks, Goldie.
All the best.
Thanks very much there to Benny Golfitch. Of course, taking us through the role usually done by Jaden Hill, and of course awarding the most effective player for the Dartfish commentary team here this afternoon to Sammy Hayden. And what a great footballer he is. Just one of those who has the knack of just lifting. And, when they're under a little bit of pressure, just the star-studded side of Hahndorf, they just had that ability, as I said. Nairne, brave in the first half. Perhaps might have been a sniff of an upset, but, they seem to thrive on a challenge, the Hahndorf Magpies, and why not? They've been undisputed kings of Hills football now for the last 4 years. In fact, they've won, 6 of the last 7, I think it is, flags. So certainly don't know what it's all about to win a game of footy. And since the Danger Day, effectively, as you said, it was first playing fifth. So Nairne, Bremer, perhaps a bit disappointed. Just take you through quarter time, 3-1 played 2-2, so a 3-point lead to the Nairne Bremer side. A good opening start to them. Maintained that little bit of authority. At half-time, they led 5-1 to 3-5, so you think maybe there's inching here, 7-point margin, but as we said during the call, they just put the foot down in the second half, the Magpies. Sammy Hayden saying they're obviously made aware by coach Matt Golding what was needed as a team, and kicking 12 goals, 12-13 as Benny Golfitch has joined us. 12-13 to 1 behind after half time. It's a pretty much a shellacking. I don't like using that word, but it is.
It is. Yeah, no. So they go 10-1 now, Pistols, I think. Is that right,
the front of the budget there will give you the scoreboard, the premiership tape. I think you're right.
Yep, 10-1.
Yep, and now judging on results, we're just waiting if we could get any results before we leave you, because that Mount Lofty Blackwood game, very important, because they were just holding in on percentage, and as I said during the call, they wanted to keep that intact, but they certainly today has taken a bit of a beating with such a belting. 10 goals, 16. What's that? 76-point margin. So, the calculators might be working overtime at the moment. The Nairne Bremer footing up, but they've got to pick themselves up, and for next week, as we said, Call the Wild, a very important game now as they face Uraida Districts, who another top 4 side. So they beat them in the first round, the first time they've ever beaten Uraida at Uraida, I believe. So they'll be wanting more of that in the home game next week for the Rams, but it's going to be a tough week for them. I was trying to run through the goal kickers there was that many of them, but the major ones are Hoff with 2, Salt with 2, including candidate for goal of the year, maybe.
Yep.
The run and carry. Joel Parker Biles, both in the last quarter, his goals. But then Hopgood got amongst them. Cam Zander, Daniel Zander, Hayden himself, big Daniel Roberts, Sabian Parker Boz, and Nykamp, who did a lot of good work up forward as your key spearhead, came in with 26 goals, but only got the one, but did a lot of work and holding the ball in the forward line to create opportunities for his teammates, which you always like to see. For Nairne, obviously all singles, Benny, Arnie, betting Wimpers, Willis, and then Archer Conley is an excitement machine, one to watch for the future. Kicked their last goal at 8 minutes 39 seconds in the second term. That's all she cried. So in the post-match wrap, you'd be a bit disappointed. But as I said, they had a lot of the ball on occasions, but just to cough up unforced errors, but also errors forced by a side like Hahndorf. But just those little unforced errors in a side like Hahndorf just make you pay for them, don't they?
And Das, leading goal kicker in the competition, entering this game with 36 goals. Only got a handful of touches, well held by Purley, and Sam Hayden went on him very, very late in that match as well. So just starved of opportunities.
So we know though we're missing the big ruckman, Big Noddy was missing, Brock Knott, and also Kurt Waterman, who's such a strong playmaker for him. But as I said, next week's going to enormous challenge. They perhaps came here today saying if we could keep it a moderate, coming to Hahndorf's a daunting task, as you said. That I think it's back when the Ark was floating around that Hahndorf lost the last game here.
I'll have to check.
Jade and J, you would know. But so they perhaps thought they're going to be on the back foot here, but next week it's really a big pressure game for Nairne after such a good start. They were 5 wins, 2 losses, and now, as I said, 4 in a row they've lost. So is it a case of starting to move the deck chairs?
Well, yeah. I mean, everything to play for next week. That could be it if they lose. I reckon
one of the games of the season. Yeah, they have to win the games that they won the first bit of the half of the year.
Well, they brought the intent early.
They've already lost 1 to Onkers.
Yep, they brought the intent early in that first half. As I said, entering the match, according to JJ Hill stats, Hahndorf had only lost 1 quarter against Nairne since 2019, since they came back. And they won those first 2 quarters, but second half, 12 goals to zip. So that says it all.
I can give you a country division final score, Benny, and maybe smart people might have been on this, but Meadows 10-9 have defeated Ironbank 7-11. So if you look at the country division table, that is the top 4 sides, I think, all in the same amount of points, or top 3 sides. So that's quite interesting. The country division.
And getting a few comments in here about the apparently 10-year-old, not sure, boundary umpire.
Yes,
very
the academy boy.
Impressed with his persistence.
I think you perhaps he could have been worthy of the beanie because he was very effective. He battled against the odds. Is what
we'll track him
it's
down.
all about, the award. So, so well done. All right, so that just about wraps us up here. As I said, we've got to thank our major sponsors, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive and Dartfish, and also the Hills Football League, Police Credit Union West and Sharon, Sports Power, the Courier newspaper, Rossdale Homes, Closey Supermarkets and Road Safety, and of course the Hahndorf Match Day supporters and sponsors, Harcourts, Adelaide Hills, Rossdale Homes, Haig and Menzel Contractors, Hogan Insurance Solutions, and of course the scoreboard sponsored by the Adelaide Hills Insurance Brokers. All good people and all great sponsors.
A couple of comments throughout the day. Matthew Lynn was watching from sunny Townsville.
Good on you, Matty.
And Tim Bean was impressed with the start for the Rams. But,
that's we might have been.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah.
That might do us, Pistols.
That might well do it. So thank you very much for your input once again.
Big shoes to fill in with Jaden.
A wonderful call as well, and handled it. You took us through it beautifully. The post-match. Always a difficult job picking the most effective player because Hahndorf had a whole week today when you win 15-18 to 5-2. So you effectively handled that very well. So well done to you.
Thank you very much.
And also, once again, we're going to thank Graham Kaiser, our half-time guest, the Hahndorf Football Club. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the Hahndorf Football Club for the accessibility pre-match. It was fantastic.
Go back and have a look at the vision.
And, of course, done by our magnificent
Tomia,
producer here.
Award-winning.
Right, pushing the buttons that make us look good. Tomia. And, of course, upstairs, James, the cameraman who brought you all to work down the lens this afternoon. So that about wraps us up. Don't forget for the latest, Hills Footy, 88.9 FM. Who
Lofty.
took the call once again.
Radio
today.
with Attitude.
Trust they enjoyed the game, and you can see here's some more good footy news during the week on 88.9 FM on the Huddle. And it just about runs run our race, I'd suggest. So we leave with the news that after a good game up to half-time when they trailed by 7 points, Hahndorf have put the foot down, kicked 12 unanswered goals in the second half to run out easy winners 15-18 to 5-2 over the Nairne Rams. So until we talk again on the Quarter Wild next week from Nairne.
Maybe some footage with Tommy to round us out, I reckon.
Yeah, Tommy has got a few highlights as we just padded out before he's ready. As we said, next week from the Nairne Oval, big game, Nairne against Radler.
And if you are tuning into Lofty at the moment, great show coming up at 5 o'clock if you enjoy your disco and your funk as well, so don't go anywhere.
Okay, all good. All right,
Tommy,
we're ready to go, so thanks for joining us once again on the Quarter Wild. Hopefully have your company next time we talk to you. Until then, keep chasing your goals. Bye for now.
Hey, this is Jack Revington from the Nairne Football Club, and you're watching the best coverage of Hills Football League action.